Here I come, here I go, 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 here I go. Gotta put myself up, y'all. I'm pissed off. Here I go, here I go, here I go. Anybody that know me know it would piss me off to the pissivity. Y'all come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Classy Lady. I am the host of the channel. Thank y'all for taking the time to come over. Yes, I am late. I'm on CPT time tonight. But I told y'all it's Friday night, so people be up late. People be going out. People be running their errands. So it's okay. It's okay. Maybe they'll catch me live. Maybe they'll stay up late because tonight is Friday. The eagle flies on Friday. Somebody got paid today. Somebody got paid today. And they high society. They done went to happy hour. They done went shopping. They done went out to eat by themselves like my husband used to like to do and be thinking he all that in a bag of chips. Yeah, he used to do that because it was Friday, it was payday. Oh, he was walking on cloud nine. And that's really the time he wanted to go out. So when he went out, I went shopping in the pockets. Thank y'all for coming over. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Classy Lady. I am the host of the channel. Sorry for being a little late tonight. I had some devils who want to fool with me, so I had to pray over my channel. Had to pray over my channel before I came on here. Say, Lord, let them flee. Whoever they are, wherever they, let them go. Move them, move them, move them. Because I'm coming on. So, thank y'all for hitting the like button coming in. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I am on the road to 1,500 plus subscribers by Labor Day. By Labor Day. And I see YouTube is still with this foolishness with no color in the chat. So, I'm glad they at least give us a list of who our subscribers, our paid members are. So, with that being said, I am a partner with YouTube. Therefore, I offer super chat, super stickers, super gifts available for purchase. The super chat is when you hit the little dollar sign, you go up, you'll see a thing say super chat. You'll see a black line. If you want to be a blessing to me and say, God bless you, I love you, Classy Lady, put hearts. Y'all know I love the emojis of the dancing lady, a rose, a red heart, and the prayer hands. Because all of them are red, and that's my favorite color. Red is my favorite color. But if you have a certain emoji that you want to use in the chat, that's fine with me. That's just a thing. I don't have nothing to do with nobody. Don't use no emojis in my channel. Don't do this. I ain't buying them. I'm borrowing them. So y'all feel free. Super chat is a way to bless me, the host. Believe it or not, it is a job. But I came on here to be an inspiration and tell my testimonies. That's was my initial, and that's going to be my thing throughout the whole thing. Because God is continuing to bless me. As you see, my lights are on. Y'all can hear my fan in the background. So, my needs are being met before I even came on here. But it is nice to get some extra revenue. I would lie to you not if I said, oh, no, don't give me no money. Don't super chat. I'm human. We love money. That's what get us in trouble now. The love of money. Being greedy. And we do the wrong thing sometimes. So, anyway, that's a way to bless me, the host. You might say, Classy Lady, you like seafood on Fridays? Get you a little seafood platter. Get you some fish or shrimp. Or buy you a bag or whatever. It won't be weed. So that's what that is for. The little gift box that's spinning around like Chucky head. Don't Chucky head spin around? I think so. But it's spinning around because it's ready for you to hit it. So hit it. Don't be afraid to hit the little box. Now listen to what I'm saying now. Hit the little box. And it's going to drop down all the GIFs, all the little cute gifts that YouTube are allowing y'all to bless the host with. At the bottom of each GIF, you'll see a little 2 point, 10 point, 5 point, 15, 20 point, go out, I think go all the way up to 27,000. And then once you hit that and you see all the little cute little things, then you hit the little box at the top. Still not charging you now. It's going to drop down and it's going to tell you how much the gifts are. The gifts are 40% off now. I know this month. I can't tell you what's next month, but this month they're 40% off. So take a chance on them because you might support different content creators. You might not be able to send a super chat to everybody you support. But if you get enough of them jewels, hey, you can send them a star. You can send them some sparkles. You can send them some. Now they got one that's hiding. Then they got a little dog treat. But I don't consider it a little dog treat. I just consider if you hit it, it's a treat. You got all kind now. So if you can't afford a super chat, then you if you buy enough of those, I guarantee you'll be satisfied. Okay. Please watch my ads. Go and watch some of my old videos, some shorts. I always every Friday so far, knock on wood, Friday night fish fry for me. I give up meat doing Lent, which is the 40 days and 40 nights, but it's actually, if you do the weekends too, it's 43 days and 43 nights. But me, my brother, my dad, we just really never go back to doing the meat. Now, Lord forgive me. I'm speaking in existence. I already asked him to do it. Next Friday, Labor Day weekend. So I know my brother not going to want a barbecue. I know my dad ain't going to want a barbecue. I'm going to Burns and get me some barbecue. Yeah, I'm going to have me a plate of ribs next Friday. Lord say the same. Sure is. I might not eat them Friday, but I got Saturday and Sunday, and it stretches on to Monday. I don't care. I eat leftovers. I don't throw food away like that. Not the way I spend money on. Oh, no. Ain't going to be able to do it. Ain't going to be able to do it. So next Friday, y'all might see a different Friday. I think Classy Lady, if Lord say this, I'm going to get me some ribs. I ain't going to ask nobody. I ain't going to worry about no money. I'm going to get some. Yeah. Sure is. Sure is. So, after you watch my lives or whatever, there's a little heart says super thanks. You may forgot to gift me when you was on the live, or you may be looking at an old live of mine and you say, I want to give Classy Lady. You know, you can feel free to donate that way. Please always hit the thumbs up button when you come in. That gets me out into the algorithm. Please, if you're new to my channel, please stick and stay for a while. Hit the subscribe button. Even if you can't stay for that second, hit the subscribe button and come on back. You can get a replay or whatever. But please. The other new thing they have is a hype button. If you view any one of my last 7 videos, there's a hype button. Please hit that hype button. It gets me, the Nemos of the world, with 50 to 500,000 subscribers out there in the big ocean with the big Moby Dicks. YouTube is allowing us to get out there and dance with the wolves. So y'all hype us up when y'all see that on our channel. Each person gets 3 hypes a week. I don't know if it's Monday through Sunday or how it starts, but 3 hypes a week. So I would love to be greedy and say, y'all give me all the hypes. I'm not selfish and greedy like that, but just please give me 1. And then you got 2 more to give to your other favorite person or whatever. Oh, I got a member. Who is this? Who is this? Hey, Tojo. Welcome to Just Classy. I sure appreciate you, boo. I sure do appreciate you. So let me finish talking, and let me go ahead and get to my my list. Hey, Cynthia Scott in front run. Hey, Ken, how you doing? I just know you subscribed. Hey, Lady Justice. Good evening, everybody. How did you didn't get a notification? Maybe because I did a short. But, Lady Justice, you know I come on here at 8 o'clock. What you talking about, Willis? You know I come on here at 8 o'clock. Sometime 8:30. So keep scrolling till you find me. Hey, Tater Bug. I'm mad too if you didn't get a notification. Let me see. I can't even hold a mad face. I can't hold a mad face because when I'm mad and them tears drop, oh, that's when I'm mad. Or I might not let you know and I just go ahead and take care of my business. Hey, Diamond D, thank you for the star, the flower. Welcome in, everybody. The flower. Hey, Retired Young. Lady Justice, clock it. Thank you, boo. My kitty, coming from the shadows again to give you a, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so sweet of you. And you know that Purple Heart? I don't know if you knew I was sister and queen that started this sect over here. Queen Roz, her favorite color was purple. I love purple too, but my first love is red. First love is red. Thank you. Thank you, Tater, for the gold coin. Hey, Nick Kate. Thank you, Tojo. I appreciate you too. Hey, Faith. Where you been, Faith? What you been doing? Hey, Jose. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. How did y'all day go today? Like I say, Fantastic Friday, Freaky Friday, Fun Friday, Faith-filled Friday. You see how that came out? The devil tried to tie my tongue up. Faith-filled Friday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a good day. You know, sometimes I could complain, but sometimes it don't make no difference. I went to bed at 5 o'clock. That was 2 hours earlier than what I normally get in bed. Or did I go to bed at 5 or did I go at 7? Watching that doggone Korean lady cook her mukbangs. I don't know I don't know if I like her cooking and seeing what she's cooking, and I be trying to figure out, do anybody know what beef intestines is? Cause she be cooking this thing called beef intestines and it's round, look like a sausage. But I don't know. Now, if she talking about pig, yeah. But beef, I don't know what beef intestines is. But she loves steak and she be lit, y'all. She be on that hen dog. She be drinking that Hennessy. I think I'd just be tickled behind her. And then when she be eating, she just be doing this, like, and you know the little the eyes. I don't know. I'm fascinated. I watch her every night. She in the millions because she got the gold and the, what, let me see. Is that bronze? No, that's gold. And silver YouTube thing. She got millions of followers. And me, Big Dummy too. I follow her. I look for her on the TV every night. Hey, Tina. How you doing? Hey, Shirley. How you doing? Hey, WIV. Thank you. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if I told y'all, the last couple of days, I've been looking for somebody to clean my carpet. Now, I do have a guy that cleans my carpet, but I'm kind of feeling a type of way, because I'm thinking he don't charge me much. It's my old little neighbor, younger than me, grew up with us and stuff. And he is very busy. And the last time I tried to make an appointment, we just wasn't mentioned. And that time he did have me, he told me 7:30. I said, oh, I ain't getting up at no 7:30 for you to clean no carpet. No, sirree. That means I got to get up at 5 o'clock to move the very little things on the floor, that, because it's like a clear pathway that I want him to clean around my bed. And in I don't know what happened in this hallway. I think last time he was here, he let unleash his machine or something, because that's what it looked like to me. And then the spots resurfaces. He cleaned my carpet in February. Ain't that much foot traffic over here. No, I don't have no little pitter patters. Anytime the little pitter patters come, the pitter patters go home the next day. Yeah, and then They just in one spot. I ain't let them see the little girls' room where I think they saw it, but I think they forgot. Where I got the little tea set in the bed. Because little children break up stuff. And I had that, the little 4-piece tea set, pink, yellow, blue, and green. And it has the little plate, the bowl, the little napkin holder with the original napkins in there, fork, knife, and spoon. And then it has the little cup, coffee, creamer, little thing, a little pitcher. I've had that over 20 something years. Let me see. 2001 when this house was built. I've had it. And so I don't want them tearing up my stuff. So I ain't remind them. Because when they came here the other day, they say, I know you. I say, I know you too. I say, you been here before? Yes. I say, what you remember about you cooked us some food? I said, what I cook y'all? Some spaghetti. Some spaghetti. I say spaghetti. I said, did y'all enjoy the spaghetti? Uh-huh. Because we ate 2 times. Them little characters is something else. I love to be around little children. But I most so like them ones that can't get out the bed. They little and they'll hang on your arm and slob all on your arm. And that. I really like them. Because I can feed them, change them, and we both. I take a chance with that. But yeah, they remember coming. So hey Jada, hey Lamar and Teddy. Hey, so anyway, today went good, but I've been looking for a carpet cleaner. So y'all, I kind of feel bad because I want to call him back to come and do it. He's always cleaned my carpet. But I figured that my job is too little and maybe he's real busy. And being that we neighbors and, I'm older, I don't think he would want to turn me down. So I'm in a dilemma. Should I call him back or should I use the Stanley steamers that I called? First they quoted me $200. I said, not for that little area that need to be cleaned. I say the whole area ain't 200 feet. Around my bed and a little portion of my bathroom, a little patch of the bathroom and a little patch of, I said, all that together ain't 200 feet. I'm not paying y'all no $200. So then the guy said, well, I could come and do a walkthrough. So the guy that I was talking to originally, he's not the one that was supposed to do the walkthrough. Because I say, yeah, now just if it's a free estimate, come on and walk through and you tell me. I want to say, you going to feel bad about this price you quoted me. So anyway, I'm prepared for them to come today. Mind you, I think I just went to sleep at 7 o'clock. It was either 5 or 7. I set my alarm clock for 11 o'clock because it wasn't going to take me long to get dressed because you said between 12 and 4. So here goes the long wait. So I was going to get up at 11, start doing stuff around here, whatever. And I get a call at 10. And this man on the phone trying to kind of see what I had going on. I say, well, you're supposed to be here between 12 and 4. Yes, ma'am, but I'm about 45 minutes away from you. And he started giving me, blah, blah, whatever excuse. I say, that was the purpose of y'all coming out because I'm not paying $194 for y'all to come out and clean my carpet. I say, it's not even 200 feet. I don't really know my feet and stuff, but I know doggone well that ain't 200 feet. That's almost a whole room. And it's not this whole, and my room is bigger than 200 feet, but I know it ain't even near 200, maybe 100. And so I'm just trying to see, in your own words, tell me what's going on. I said, I tried to told y'all that yesterday. yesterday what it was. I just need my pathway clean from the kitchen where you come to the garage door. You know how you if your trash got a hole in it, you don't know it'll drip drip drip. So that little small area, and then come through my room, around my bed, cause that's my highest traffic area, cause all my jewelry's down here on the floor, and this just my heavy traffic area. When I get dressed, I'm on the other side. I'm there, you know, and then just a little portion of my bathroom. Well, sounds like about the cheapest I could do is like $165 because 75 for the one room I would have to charge, and 35 for one part, and then 55 for the other little part, and I'll give you a discount of 35 on the other one. I ain't wanna be ugly, so I say, so are you coming today? Well, that's what I was talking about. I'm way on the other side of town, and see, today is Friday, and y'all, and this black, white, Hispanic, Asian, y'all Negroes like to get off early on Friday, cause see, today probably was his payday, and he wanted to go get him a haircut. He got to go get his clothes out the cleaners. He got to go check his check or whatever. Go get his bottle for the go out tonight or whatever. See, you don't fool me. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. And one thing about me, when I did go out Wednesday through Sunday, don't tell nobody that. When I was really going out, because I love to dance. I love to dance. And I'd be half asleep at the job, but when 9 o'clock come, some of my coworkers will call me and my friend name. They say it's 9 o'clock. Bing. What you say is 9? Oh, child, let's get our stuff together. We be getting our bags together because, 10 o'clock, don't let them be late coming in to relieve us. They need to come on in here and be our relief. But baby, I tell you, the days we ain't try to cut nobody's short. And when we got paid on Fridays, I didn't worry about it. My check was in the bank. Because direct deposit. If you don't have it, you need to get direct deposit. It ain't no way you should still be getting a paper check coming from nowhere. Everything is all electronic. Stop writing these bad, and I still write checks, but I'm not a hot check writer. Stop overdrawing your accounts to where these banks and these all this little Venmo, Chime, PayPal, Apple, Cash App. Cash App was the best thing that started for y'all Negroes. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, other. Okay, Splasians, whatever you are. I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about all people. Maybe I should say the world people. Okay, world people. Cash App, if Cash App wouldn't have came out, a lot of y'all would have been up a creek without a paddle. Some of y'all don't know when you got a good thing. Just like you don't appreciate a good man or a good woman. Y'all will wear something out. Make it bad. Do all kind of stuff to it. Tell, clink, clink. They no longer want you with their services. So then, if it's not another one, okay, so now what is it? Did everybody go to Chime? I think it is. Chime, you messed that up. Venmo, you messed that up. Hooga Booga Booga, you messed that up. Whatever. What's an ever card? Now you got to go. Some of y'all ain't got no choice but to go to I think Walgreens have MoneyGram and Walmart have MoneyGram. Some of y'all to mess y'all stuff up so bad till you got to go get one of them little cash cards. I don't know how the thing go. I think I know, because I think I sent somebody some money through MoneyGram. And you got to go get your money through that. Some of y'all just rotten. Y'all, y'all rotten to the core. Y'all will mess a good thing up. I've went all through my life with good credit. Now I stumbled a little bit when me and my husband got divorced because I had the credit cards with the good credit. So whatever we spent on that and he was gonna help pay the bill, oh, he wasn't obligated. Once we got a divorce, he wasn't obligated, so he did this. So who the obligation fell on? Me. It fell on me. So you don't have no choice but to pay it. You know? And that's made me more mad at him every time I thought about it. Because there goes my money I had saved. I'm trying to save money. I'm not trying to blow all my money. Yes, I love to shop. I would shop. I did shop. I didn't just shop for me. I shopped for him also. Because before I went to the woman's store, I went to the men's store first to see what they had and to see if there's anything I like to see him in. And if I did, I bought it. Shoes, the nice dub hats, all of that. So when we step out, we step it. But, you know, hey, you win some and you lose some. But you know what? Karma can circle that block too, especially when you're doing it from the heart. And some of it I got to see. Front row and center. Yeah. Hey, it's Gamma. Hey, Nene. Hey, Timor. You vegan? That's good. Oh, yeah. Shirley, that, hey, Mary Johnson. That 165 still sound like gonna try to inch up to $200. Yeah, he charged me half of that. Cause I'd have half of a job for him to do. But I guess I'm just gonna have to tell him that I know my job is not big, but I really don't trust anybody else to do my carpet but you. Cause it's been times I've been in the hospital. And I wanted my carpet clean. He come out. My daddy come here with him because he does my parents too. Because they help raise them. They live right next door to us. They was our, like our little brothers and sisters we never had. At least mine, because I was older than him. I used to comb his little sister hair. Because his mama sometimes couldn't do it because she went to dialysis and she would be so weak. And that girl, when I say had hair down her back, but it would fluff up. And if it, any part of it would tangle up, her mom would have a hard time. So I asked her mama one time, I said, do you want me to comb my hair sometime? She said, baby, do you mind? I say, no, ma'am. I say, just send her over here with what you want me to put in her hair, and I comb her head. That's what we used to say, I comb her head. We didn't say comb. We ain't really say comb no hair. We say, I comb her head. Y'all can tell I got country parents. Yeah, I comb her head. It sounds so crazy now that I'm older. Yeah, I comb my head. I comb my hair. That's what we say now. But back then, it's, girl, go over there and get your head combed. Let your cousin comb your hair. Go on now, go on get your head combed or your hair pressed. No, it say your head pressed. They could tear our nicks up with them doggone hot combs. But anyway, so I think I'm going to do that. And I got, the next 2 weeks, I got a bunch of appointments. I feel like an old lady now. Because I remember going, when I worked at a doctor's office, and then people would look at the, baby, let me get my calendar and see if that day is good for me. So now, I'm looking at my phone calendar. When did you say? And they'll try to give me a day and time. No, that ain't gonna work for me. No, don't put me in the morning. No. Put me early afternoon with her. cause she don't work on time. And if I get early afternoon, I ain't gonna have to wait too much. So I know how to get the doctors and the appointments and stuff. So I'm so anxious to get this blood this infusion for my anemia. Cause I tell y'all, if I could, let me see. Let me go back up. Let me see who I missed in here. Plasma. Hey, how you doing? Said Jada. Yeah, welcome everybody over. I have super chats available and super gifts available for purchase to bless the host. Hey, Timor. Okay, you told me you was vegan. Did I used to do sugar? WIV. I don't even know what tweeds. Marriage of one. I don't even know what that tastes like. I done smelled it. I don't even know. I ain't never put it up to my lips to even attempt. When we was growing up, I remember our auntie and uncle and them, they would be drinking their beer and they say, "You want to taste the share?" Yes, ma'am. Just because they would let us taste it. I said, "Oh, it's a nasty." That and coffee. Coffee smells good if it's made right. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink beer. I don't smoke cigarettes. The closest I got to cigarettes when we were little coming up in the country, Grandma and Grandpa give us one cigarette for all of the grandkids to use, and the fireworks was about this long, and they had a long stem. So we had time to pass the cigarette around and taste it and light our firecracker and pass it to the next one, or light our little sparkles that we could spark. When them sparkles went out, when that cigarette was gone, and somebody else wouldn't give you nothing, fireworks over with. Fireworks is over with, because the old people ain't believe in give you their cigarettes like that. Who you think you are? You don't think you gonna smoke all my cigarettes? That's what they would tell you. And we tell, we buy you some more. We got some allowance money. I don't want your money. We finished popping fireworks. Now I've seen the fireworks. They that little. They correct me, somebody. They that little and got that bunch of steel on there. That's a good way to get it popped in your hand. I don't know if you ever had a firework to pop in your hand. I had the experience. Mama said, "What's wrong? It popped in my hand." Okay, good. Now go sit down. That means you don't need to pop no more. Yeah. We could buy a whole thing of fireworks for probably $1. A whole bunch of fireworks, maybe $5. Yeah. Y'all spend up into the hundreds and all that for them children to pop them fireworks. And then now it causes a problem because you pop them out in front of my house and you leave that mess out there. You going to come sweep that mess up. Pop that over there in front of your yard or your grandma's yard. Don't pop no fireworks in front of my house. No. In the subdivision, don't play that. In the suburbs where they can pop them. No, don't stand in front of my house and pop no firecrackers. Don't put no basketball goal in front of my house. Put that over there in front of your house. So when the ball go in your grass, you ruin your grass. Child, that'd be something serious. But yeah, no, I ain't never do sugar booger. I would have a strawberry daiquiri. That was my drink. Hey, dark and lovely Fanny, how you doing? Hey, John Taylor. Boy, I was gonna say Johnny Taylor. How you doing? I got some knowledgeable stuff. I'm gonna stop talking. I don't care how good it is, Tina. I don't like coffee. I don't want it. I don't even like tea. I don't like tea. I don't like tea. I don't like tea. My cousin just found out what about the family reunion. She said, I didn't know you didn't like tea. Mud Deer used to make tea. We used to have tea at Mud Deer. I said, y'all drunk tea. I ain't drink no tea. I said, I couldn't stand that non-sweet tea, and then they give you some sugar. That was another thing. You want us to use all that sugar to sweeten up your tea. Mm-mm. And that grandma, she didn't really make Kool-Aid. Now my mama, she made Kool-Aid. We would have Kool-Aid over there and some sweet Kool-Aid. But my daddy's mom, you got iced tea or water. Water me, please. Water. If my mom and them went to the store, I'd get me a soda. I don't do tea. And whatever I drink now has to have ice in it. Yeah, it has to have ice in it. Hey Charlene, how you doing? Welcome over. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll know when I come back. Hey Sandra, how you doing? Welcome over. I'm in the state of Texas. Houston, Texas to be exact. So they got a lot of, I'm pretty sure, sugar book out here. I know they got a lot of weed. And they got a lot of lean. They drink promethazine. So if any of y'all got some young kids and stuff, and doctor give you some cough syrup or give one of them children cough syrup, and it's promethazine, you better hide it. You better hide, because they gonna get high on that promethazine. And I've seen them drink it with grape soda, grape Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid. When they be walking around there with them little red cups, that's what that be. They find a stool pigeon doctor that'll give them a big bottle. I remember I had one of my doctors gave me I don't know what it was, and they didn't know how to write it. Child, when I went pick that promethazine up at the doctor, that bottle was that big. I say, Lord, if I was in the dope den, boy, you know how much money I could set it to the highest bidder. I probably could have got $1,000 or $2,000 off that promethazine cough syrup. Yeah, that codeine in it. Oh shoot, that's big money. Like Marjorie say, big money, big money. That thing was this big. I say, Lord have mercy. See what the devil shoot through your mind? So that's what lean is, y'all. Now, like I said, I don't do drugs. I ain't never, I knew some people that sold stuff, but they ain't never let me see, okay? But I knew that's what they did because of the when they pull out money, it's wads of money. And then some will have the jury, some fly under the radar, you don't even know. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, but that promethazine, even when these little kids go to the doctor, and the doctor may prescribe them some promethazine with codeine, because it's with codeine in it. Give it to them as like they say on the bottle. And if you know your husband or your wife dibbling dabbling, you better hide it. Well, what the doctor give them? Did they give them some cough? No, they told me to just. And if you have to, go get some Dimetapp or what y'all buy for the little children's Tylenol or Advil cough syrup. Break the seal or whatever. But if they got some promethazine, you better try to hide it. If you want to see if your husband or wife gonna sell your child stuff, give it to them. Snap your fingers, do the step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me hear you say, oh, 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 oh. Sandra, y'all hit that thumbs up on that snapping the fingers from Lady Justice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's what promethazine is, y'all. And that's why they carry Nate, thank you for the flower. Yeah, trash everywhere. Thank you for the star. And thank you for the makeup brush. Thank you, boo. Yeah. So I'm just telling y'all what I know. I ain't nothing I heard. Well, yeah, I heard it, but I know that's what promethazine is. I know for a fact that's what it is. It's that lean. They just had to break it down to me and let me know what the lean was, and in them cups, them little what's that? Them little solo cups, them red. Hey kid, no, because if when I had the promethazine, matter of fact, I didn't even take it all that particular year when I got it, because medicine will last you a while, you know. And I put it in the refrigerator, and I used it, and I didn't use it long. Mm-mm. No, I'm not I done been on some serious medication for my foot. Lord have mercy through the years. And really some years I pretty much slept my life away because I was in so much pain. All I wanted to do was sleep. Make y'all, if my family came check on me, they would come and sit, and they'd be like, I'd be with my eyes closed talking to them. And then my mama, brother, daddy say, you in that much pain? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm so much pain I can't open my eyes. You need us to do anything? Just please make sure I got some crackers and some water or beside my bed. And I love ice and everything. But I'm going to tell you, when I was going through that and my food was hurting me so bad, where you could see the bone in my, oh Jesus. I ain't care if the water was cold or not. Just put it beside the bed so I could eat enough crackers to put in my mouth to be able to take that medicine so it wouldn't make me sick. That's why a lot of times I don't too much talk about it. For me to have to change, just say I had a little Band-Aid on the side of my foot. And it was a couple of times when I pulled the Band-Aid off, I said, I'm going to take this Band-Aid off and change it because I could see a little spot. Why when I pull the Band-Aid off, my flesh would come off on the Band-Aid? Ugh. I cried a many a days. Lord, is this my flesh? Yeah, my sister, it is. I've been through a lot. One day, I'm going to tell y'all that part of the story. Hey, D. Harley. Oh, congratulations. You got your new pickup truck. What color you get? Oh, you in Dallas area? Okay, I got family up that way. Matter of fact, I got an uncle that lives in Allen, and my cousins say they down the street from the outlet mall. I ain't never knew that, but yeah. Lady B, hey, thank you for the finger heart. Yeah, so people can't tell my story from me because they don't know. Well, whatever makes it sweet, and they can whatever dark and lovely. But I know for sure, them red solo cups, and yeah, the white star from cups. But I know for sure, that's what that lean would be in, and I'd be like, and they walk around with them shades on, walking like they in La La Land. They walk like they in La La Land. I never. I done had hydrocodone, muscle relaxer, and fentanyl patch that I wore on my back. A fentanyl patch. Hydrocodone, the highest dose I can dig, my doctor could give me. I got them spasm. I got that spasm medication too, and I might would have had another one. I was in some serious pain. Sometimes that wouldn't even help. So that's what I tell y'all. Late in the midnight hour, that's when the devil try to get you. Hey, Angel. That's when hey, Sharon. Philip, hey, you want to talk about Madison's restaurant in Michigan? What's going on with the restaurant? Philip, are you in the hospital first of all? Are you in the hospital? Thank you, Lady B, for the makeup brush. Drop it down in the chat if you in the hospital. Yeah, I know God's gonna turn it around. I'm already seeing it. So, I've never lost my faith. I ain't never lost my faith, and I ain't never stopped praying. I'm telling you. I prayed just before I got on here because I felt there was some demons and devils trying to attack. I done broke 2 of my bracelets. That's 2 favorite things I like. One favorite thing I like is my jewelry. And 2 brand new bracelets. Pop, bop, back to back. I just slung it in the trash. I ain't trying to fix it. I don't even want to. I threw a necklace in the trash this week too. Yeah, I know sleep help heal the body, and that's why I got to go back to getting my rest. KLDP, HIJK, Elemental P, CEO. I know that sleep, but it don't matter how early I go to sleep. And if I go to sleep too early, I'm going to wake up in about 3, 4 o'clock. So that's why I don't normally go till, and my intentions be every night, girl, go to bed, at least go to bed by 4. No, I got to watch the little Korean lady do her mukbang and cook her food, and she be so neat. I got to watch that like a dum-dum. I don't know. Now my uncle ain't bougie. And his wife not either. She's very quiet. She's very quiet. And now if I was living there, oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They very plain and simple. My uncle retired from the military, from the Marines. Child, he went there young. I'd say about maybe 40 years. Yeah. And then he followed his big brother. He went drive 18-wheelers. And then he retired from that. So I don't think he's doing anything now. I would say we got a bunch of lean down here and a bunch of leaning towers, and some neighborhoods, some like the wards, just like in New Orleans they got wards, Ninth Ward, Fifth Ward. We got some wards here too. We got 1 through 6. First Ward, Fourth Ward, Third Ward is a very popular ward, a historic. A lot of black people live there. Now they're putting high rises over there. Where is Second Ward? Oh, Second Ward is like on the outskirts of downtown. Third Ward, okay, I said, yeah, it's probably a bunch of lean up in there, but they got one of the universities, Texas Southern University, they in Third Ward. And University of Houston, they in Third Ward too. Fourth Ward. Oh, Fourth Ward was where the slaves, and they have original bricks from the slaves that they put down there in yonder years. And they had to like redo the street or whatever. And somebody was just coming out there getting ready to just tear the bricks up. They told them, they had all kind of, the historical society, they had called the police and everything, because it's called Freedman's Town, because on the bricks you could see it was from 1800s, and it had several bricks like that, and they may have had their names on it, but it was like certain sections that the slaves had hand laid those bricks. Baby, when I tell you they called heck out there trying to redo that street or whatever, they made them put them back until the historical society could come out there and make sure they didn't damage anything. They had to get engineers out there to see how they was gonna remove those bricks and preserve the bricks while the street was repaired. So like nothing could, rocks wouldn't hit it and chip it and all that. Baby, it was a big thing in Fourth Ward. And if y'all watch Jason's lyric, it was taped. A portion of it was taped in Fourth Ward, Texas. Yeah, and it was a restaurant called This Is It. The original owner, he was alive when Jason's lyric. Was his first restaurant, kind of like a little house, like, cause black folks back in the day when they made restaurants, when they sold food, they sold it at their house, and then they were little juke joints. They would take their front room and make a juke joint out of it, and a band or somebody playing the guitar and a harmonica and a drum or whatever. They would the women or someone would let them use the front part of the house. They be in the kitchen with their cast iron skillet frying fish, greens, yams, uh, if you got some chitterlings. Yeah, I done watched all this on TV. I didn't know, and I bet y'all didn't know, that oxtails was put in spaghettis. Oxtails and spaghettis were made together. I say, blow me away. I say, what? Oxtails and spaghetti. Now I know you oxtails with greens. You might have it over rice and gravy, macaroni and cheese, and of course the hot water cornbread. But back then it was called hoe cakes. Way back when the slaves first made it, it was hoe cakes. And I told y'all this before. I don't know if y'all remember. But the hoe cakes were made out there in the field when they needed to take a break or whatever, either sometime in the field or when they would come home to eat. And they would take the hoe, the flat part of the hoe, and mix they water, flour, and cornmeal, and then they would hold it over the stove to cook. That's how hoe cake came in to be. That's a hoe cake. Now, you don't hardly hear nobody say hoe cakes. I was looking on Guy Fieri's, and he went to a soul food restaurant, and he said, what is this? Oh, is that right? She said, yeah, hoe cakes. So, he greedy. He wanted to taste it. So she made him, she said, and then now they'll call hot water cornbread. Same ingredients, different generations. We don't know what it's going to be called later on. But some of these kids don't know how to do nothing. Now I've never made them, and I know it's easy to do, but it would be a cornbread to me because I'm gonna have to put some sugar in there. But yeah, hoe cakes became hot water cornbread when some of y'all parents were coming up, and greens. And when you did the greens or you made cornbread, you ain't eat no cornbread and then bite the cornbread and then get your fork and eat. No, you took the cornbread and broke it, and you took your hand and scooped that cornbread and greens up and ate it out your hand. Yeah, they ain't eat greens or cornbread like we do now. We bite our cornbread, our our muffin, and then we got our fork with our hot sauce on it, and we eat like that. Some of y'all grandparents or mamas and daddy probably still eat it like that. Or they crumble it up in their greens and eat it like that. But the proper way back then is you take a piece of the cornbread, you mush it up, kind of make it like a little cup, and you twist that green in there and you ate it like that. Yeah. They might not have that many forks for you to eat off of. So yeah, that's how you ate it. But Freedmantown is in Fourth Ward, Texas, and they made Jason's Lyric out in Freedmantown, and the restaurant. This is it. Y'all go and look at how Jason's Lyric was made. It's gonna give some credits to Houston. Yeah, in Fourth Ward. They're gonna put that down there. So after the engineers and all that came out there and they did what they did, they finally gave them the green light to remove those bricks. They had to do it hand by hand, load them up, put them in a secure area, and did the street, whatever they needed to do to the street. Because they wanted to make sure like them big bulldozers and tractors wasn't running over those bricks and breaking them up. And when it was all finished, they came back and hand put each brick back in there. That's Fourth Ward. That's Freedmantown. Fifth Ward is what they call the Nickel. Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen was raised out there. No, they was raised in Third Ward because they were raised in the CUNY homes close to Texas Southern University. Yeah, that's where they. Think they came from somewhere else, but as children, that's where they were raised at. Fifth Ward, they call it the Double Nickel. What else I could tell y'all about Fifth Ward? Oh, shoot. A popular street is Lyons Avenue. Lyons, Lyons Avenue. Oh, shoot. They got just about everybody last name named as a street in Fifth Ward. They got a lot of people, a lot of our names is in Fifth Ward. Shoot, I think, yeah, I think my middle and last name is in Fifth Ward, and my first name is it City Gas? Yeah. Oh, South Park. Got a little lady over there. She from Ville Platte, Louisiana. Her name is Shouty. South Park Shouty. And South Park got a bunch of sugar boogers and all that over there. Snoop Dogg came down. He might have had some other business, but he wanted to meet South Park Shouty. South Park Shorty is about this big. She dibble dabble on that stuff, but she love her like 40 ounce and her ooh-wee, how they like that. And she always do the Matrix dance, like she in the Matrix. All of that. But that lady was a very beautiful lady. And that stuff just took her out. And then she'll sing a song loud, all hard and loud. But look her up. You think I'm lying? And South Park Shorty, where she ain't but about 4 feet. And she got enough nerves to wear them thigh-high boots up her leg. And me and my friend be laughing, child, what she holding that boot up with? It be way up her leg, and that walk is stank. But when I tell you those people, pretty much a lot of people, and people come down and want to go to South Park because they riding around in the hood looking for South Park Shorty. You better be careful how you ask for her. But it's a certain like gas station and area she be with them young guys. But when I say they take care of that woman, now somebody hit her and threw her, she flipped in the ditch. And they just left her there like a dog. And Shawty was in the hospital for a long time. But South Park Shawty, y'all look her up. Y'all think I'm lying. Yeah. First Ward, Second Ward, and Third Ward. Fourth Ward, Fifth Ward, and Sixth Ward. Sunnyside, South Park, yeah. Boy, my mama used to tear Sunnyside, South Park up in sales. They love my mama over there. Baby, we done been all down Belford and MLK, all the Belmont, Belford, Bell this, Bell How, Bell this, Reed Road. My mom, she, and they loved her. And the other thing they loved about my mama, back then they had stuff that you would spray paint and customize it. Like if they wanted the wicker on the wall and they wanted red, say they love red, my mama would spray paint their stuff for them and bring it to them. If they wanted black, anything that needed to be spray painted, we used to do it in the backyard on some paper, and they used to love my mama. And not only that, she wouldn't just spray paint whatever they need or put a little touch of gold or something on it. We used to hang them people's stuff on their walls. We used to hang their stuff on their walls. And some of the men that was hardworking men, and they come home and they see that, they be like, ooh, that look good. And say, see, you didn't want me to buy that home interior, but that's the home interior up there. He said, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing else no more. Cause it may have it in the living room, and my mama always tell you her tip. Your living room or the first place somebody see when they walk in your house need to be presentable, furniture, wall paintings, some kind of decor on those walls, nice decors. And always keep your bathroom clean, because when people go use the restroom and that door is locked, they get to snooping and looking. Snooping and looking. And you be wondering why somebody take a long time in the restroom. Because they be looking, digging and looking and seeing how good of a house cleaner you are. So she would always tell people, keep your bathroom and your kitchen, especially if somebody had to pass by your kitchen, your bathroom, and the front room, wherever they had to enter into your house. Make sure that was presentable. Now, your bedrooms and stuff, you can close the doors off to that. And if you're going to decorate, you start from the front and you work your way back. And your bedrooms could be like your last things, because like she said, you can always close your bedroom door. Don't nobody have no business going in your bedroom. Thank you, dark and lovely Fanny, for the hiding. That's a cute little GIF. Yep. Henderson Chicken in South Dallas. I'm going to have to try that out. Here is Frenchie's. Frenchie's started in 3rd Ward, Texas. And when I tell you, it don't just be black folks in there. Oh, them white folks be in there for fried chicken. Because see, some of them on their side of town, like they'll be coming from downtown where they work at. They gonna pass through that 3rd Ward, and if they want some good fried chicken, they stopping at French's. They stopping at French's and getting them some greens, fried chicken, greens. They did potato salad would be decent. I like that they potato salad, dirty rice, a pepper, and they desserts. Then, since it was so close to the universities for the kids, they came up with a campus special. You got 3 wings, 2 sides. Is it a biscuit? Is it a roll? Or no, I think it's cornbread. Yeah, so when you got greens and cornbread, that's a meal. And I would get potato salad with mine. Yeah, I'd get that campus special too, sure would. But they made it cheap enough so the kids coming from the university, they was able to get good fried chicken. So French's now, they have put them several different places. As far as seasoning, Popeyes ain't got nothing on there. French's is number 1. Like Popeyes, both of their chicken small. I say some little Them some little what's that? Some little hens. That's what I call them. I said that's some little hens. But French's chicken trumps Popeyes. You got French's, you got Popeyes. Churches and Hearts work neck to neck as far as size of chicken. Uh, they're not really seasoned, so you'd have to put your seasoning, your pepper, or get it spicy or whatever. But French's, Popeyes, mm-mm. And I think they got, I think it was today or tomorrow is a grand opening. Child, them lines gonna be way down the street somewhere. They're gonna probably have traffic control because it's a relaunch of they remodeled the Frenchies in Third Ward, and it's a relaunch. And I think they're gonna have Blues and Zydeco out there. And like I say, when I tell you, don't let some of these people fool you. In these soul food restaurants in the hood, them white men, they throw that tie back and they be throwing down. It used to be this lady named Thelma. Right outside of it was Thelma's. In a house, probably she used to live in that house. The line would be atrocious. She take your order. Don't step up to her for her to take your order and you on the phone. Baby, next. She ain't gonna serve it till you get off that cell phone. I don't care how long you stayed in line. It says no cell phones, especially when you get to the counter. Now, of course, if you back there, that's something different. But when you walk up to her and she got that, she writing that on that little tablet, next, I done seen it happen too many times. And they gave nice barbecue plates. Nice. And don't let them sit there at the table and be splitting it. Oh, well, I must not be charging enough. Either I'm not charging enough or I'm giving y'all too much food. They gave food. And doing Lent, that catfish, that long, you got 2 catfish fillets. All her size was good. Who you was seeing there? Them Asians. Because that was, are we going to call that Asian town? What we call that? Around the George R. Brown, one of the big convention centers, and downtown where the Toyota Center, the Rockets, and all of them play. We got a big old, what's that? Nice, is it Marriott, the Texas Marriott, where the pool is made out the Texas shape. I haven't gotten there yet. I got to get there because that's a little staycation. That's a little staycation. Put you way up there, and you can look down, and you can look at the pool, and it's a Texas-shaped pool. And all around up in there, they trying to revive downtown. They got a lot of restaurants that y'all. Texas Houston will break you down. All these restaurants they got. And you be wanting to try. Yeah, they sure do. Oh, okay, since you still eat your, yeah. Well, like I say, a lot of people don't change. Shoot, what you doing? Oh yeah, rap a lot. Matter of fact, my classmate is Willie D with the Ghetto Boys. Me and him went to school together. We was in a class together. And me and him, he, of course, Willie D is I ain't gonna say controversial, but he ain't gonna back down from a tongue lashing or a tongue whipping. And so that was an elective class for me and him. And so in the class, we had our teacher was so nice. Oh, she was a beautiful lady. She was an older lady at that time. And what was that class called? I don't know if it was a government or something. But whatever it was, or it might have been a history class, but it was an elective class. So we took it. I know I took it to get, if I needed extra points at the end or to make my GPA go up. And she put us in groups. She said, I want y'all to get in groups. And we had to get in the circle and stuff. And you pick who you wanted on your team or whatever. And then, no, she picked. She picked the students, and you going to be in this group and you in that group. Well, Willie D was strong-headed. I was strong-headed. And so the underclassmen and stuff in there knew who the ones that were going. So they picked me as a captain. They picked him as a captain. Child, y'all know that class was lit. Because he would be trying to make his point. No, we ain't trying to hear that. My team ain't trying to hear that. Blah, 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 blah. Same thing with me. I said, I ain't going to back down from no fight. And boy, we went at it. My teacher, she loved it. She say, that's what I want to see. Y'all know how to handle yourself in situations. And then we had to go and, get in the huddle and do the work. And then they would give me, I would write it down. And then whatever subject the teacher gave us, baby, like T.I. say, it was some tongue lashing and lip boxing going on back then. But Willie D from the Ghetto Boys, and he has a Facebook page now, and he's looking into like the Mo3 unaliving in Dallas on I-35 during broad daylight. I'm invested in that too. I ain't know nothing about no Mo3, but I happen to be watching TV, the news, and it was breaking news. And for that boy to gun down that boy on that freeway like that was ridiculous. So after 6 years, his mom is finally gonna get justice. They showed what all he had in his car. He had money everywhere, his pants pocket and everywhere. He did have a gun in there, but he must have, I don't know if he got nervous or whatever. And this young man came down with one of them AK-47. First, he started shooting at him with one hand and driving, shooting back because his car was shot up. Then a lady started, the black Camaro was in distress. She stopped. Black lady, stop, get out. You all right? Lady, get the F out of here. And was putting on his what they call them poo shiesties that cover your face. I ain't know nothing about that. The masks that they sell, y'all might see them in the corner store. In the wintertime, they have them things to cover. They call a poo shiesty. Foo shiesty or poo shiesty? Poo shiesty. They sell them at these corner stores. And he had on a hoodie to, hide his face and whatever. And when that lady stopped, she was on her way to the dealership, to the Lexus dealership. Baby, when she stopped and asked him, he needs some help, he told her to get the F out of there. And baby, he started running down the freeway. Mo3 got out of his driver's side. Always had kept a gun in there, whatever. But they later found out, they thought somebody took it out. But he must have had pushed it further up under the passenger side mat till he was watching him and trying to see it, and he couldn't find it. So he took out running backwards toward the traffic. And that boy was quick. You could see him on the TV going through that traffic, and he didn't have no remorse for nobody. The Kroger truck got it on camera. He had no regard. He just shooting or whatever. Couple of bullets hit 2 or 3 cars, and they were witnesses. One of them was a neurosurgeon. Splattered that man car up. He say little did he know that Mo3 fell behind his wheel. He say good thing he didn't bag his car. He would have ran over his head. So when he seen him drop, and when the guy ran off or whatever, he said he got out and he went over there to try to start doing CPR. He didn't even know that he was shot. The neurosurgeon was on his way to work to do somebody's brain surgery and didn't make it there. He was shot himself, and he got out to give CPR to this young man. They didn't know this man, who this man was. They ain't know nothing about it. And the woman was another lady. She was behind the Kroger truck kind of, and she was trying to. She said, "I don't know if I need to call 911 or record it so I can get, you know." So she started recording, and then after that, she stopped a little bit, and she, you know, when the neurosurgeon got out, she made sure she called 911. But other people had called because they were, you know, I'm pretty sure the Kroger, girl, y'all. I'm getting ready to say, girl, this trial is so interesting. It's a shame for somebody to have that much hate. Now, Mo3 is a rapper in Dallas, and he done made some stuff with Boosie and all that. And then a couple of days down, a couple of days later, when they were going to do a balloon release, Boosie came down. Do you know that same Joker shot Boosie? Allegedly. Shot Boosie in the leg. That boy is a bad actor. Bad actor. He didn't even got on the internet letting them get him on the phone, and he telling all kind of stuff. He done unalived a lot of people. Them kind of people don't need to be on the street. Y'all be surprised. Sometimes you got to get out your box to go see what's going on in somebody else's box or somebody else's world. And no, I didn't listen to his music, but after I found out that that's who it was, I kind of listened to it, you know, try to listen to his music and stuff like that. He had kids. I think he had 3 kids. And you hate somebody that bad where you got to unalive somebody. The bullets he shot so many times, when it hit on the inside, his passport at the corner where the bullet went through. And he had money. Y'all, they recovered $17,000 that he had in the car. And some of the people that knew him say, now, you knew he was with that girl the night before, so he probably gave her $3,000 because she said he gave her $3,000. So he had $20,000 on him. And the police had to, you know, stack it and you know, because they would say, y'all think the police got something? I said, I don't think they took none. Because once they found out who he was, that was a high-profile case. And so you don't fool with money or them people drugs because you don't know who be coming back to look for what. But they had that money counted out, and you could see in some of that money where the bullets went through. That boy unloaded that gun on that. He was shot 13 times in places that's too horrible for them to. Places, you know, that was some evil and devilish demonic stuff. Yeah, they got him in the head. You know, the boy stood over and unloaded, and I think it jammed or he ran out of bullets. I think he ran out of bullets. And you see him running back to the car, to the black Camaro, and driving off like ain't nothing happened. So sometimes you got to step outside your comfort zone, learn other stuff to see what else is going on in the world. Don't be so tunnel zone vision that you can't see left or right. Yes, I love God. I praise God, and we all of us, a lot of us do, and all this kind of stuff. But still, don't be where you can't listen to sometimes what your children listen to, because some of that is a lot of them talking about unaliving people and who they unalived and who they gon' unalive and stuff like that. Some of that stuff is what his name? What Travis Scott, when he came here some years ago, and the people bum rushed. I don't know if they was trying to get to the stage. A lot of people had got injured and unalived at that Travis Scott. I mean, he had demons and devils and all kind of stuff with the graphics and now that's some concert I wouldn't. But it was demonic. So after that, he done been tied up in so much stuff. And people was taking their children to see him. Because one of the men lost his child that he had up on his shoulder. Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, sometimes don't be so quick and we judge and we don't listen and pay attention. Let's listen to these young folks so we'll know which way to guide them. Because if we just can't listen to that, you can't do this, you can't wear this, you can't. But my friend wear that. I don't care what your friend. Sometimes just give them a little leniency. Just, I'm saying that, because my parents did to us, but we couldn't just talk freely and just say, girl, let me tell you what happened. Child, my mom been looking at me and hand already going this way. I was my mom kind of friend, but I didn't what I call my best friend is I love my mama so much till she would, but as far as me just sitting up there comfortably talking about her with a boyfriend and going into details and what we did and how we did, oh no. That ain't my best friend on that. My mom would tell me, I'll let you, if you got some stuff like you want to talk with your girlfriends, don't talk about it with me. Yeah, I want to know what's going on. If something harmful or something going on, yeah. If something bothering you, yeah, come and tell me. But all that, which y'all be talking about and sexing and all that, I don't want to hear that. No. Now, if you feel that you want to get out there and do something, then come to me so we won't have no oops and stuff like that. But I had a big sister that lived across the street, two of them. And she talked to me about being intimate and sex and all of that kind of stuff. And how these boys do these days. And then how to go get a well woman check. And all of that. She talked to me about stuff like that. And then I went to the family doctor that my mom was going to. And I was sitting in that waiting room. I was like, a man got to do that? Because I was reading a pamphlet. Because I didn't know what it was. I was reading a pamphlet. I said, oh, a man got to do. I said, I'm so ashamed. And then when I laid on that table, I put my hand over my face. He said, you all right? I say, I'm embarrassed. He said, young lady, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. But that's back when you had more male doctors than you had the female doctors. Now I'm strictly female. I'd see a male doctor now. And I did for many, 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 many years. And trust me, the male doctors can tell you what's what. And y'all don't be afraid to ask y'all doctors questions. Write them down before you go in there. Always write your questions down. Don't be afraid to ask questions, especially when you don't know the answer to something. Because, people or men or other women that tease you about smelling fishy. Have you ever asked the doctor, why do a female smell fishy? Hey, Valentine, baby. Have you ever wondered why hey, Lakeisha, some females can smell fishy? Troy, thank you for the little hiding person. Troy, thank you. If I did say it. Yana Israel, how you doing? Welcome over. Hit the subscription button. Hit the subscribe so you can subscribe to my channel, and when I come on. I normally come on Monday through whenever, and that's until I just get tired. And I come on at 8 o'clock. Today I was a little late. So yeah. So this is to the females and the dads that got daughters and raising daughters and stuff like that. A lot of time women smell fishy because they may have an infection. That's number one. So it's going to throw their pH balance off. And did you know that the other way a woman could smell fishy? Iodine in seafood. Iodine, you could be out eating and stuff, and you go to the restroom and you get a whiff, you say, ooh, I smell like fish. Or you smell like the ocean. You smell fishy. And he told me the way you get rid of that, if it happens like immediately like that, and you know that you ain't, women, just go in the restroom, get some paper towels, wash them. Water them. Don't put no soap down there. Y'all already know we can't put no soap in our cookies, in the cookie jar, and just kind of wipe on the outside. Wipe yourself. Wipe yourself. Flush it. And that's iodine that done seeped out of your body while you was eating seafood. And that's how you smell it just right. Like that. Now you done washed it and then you say, oh, I'm going home and take me a shower, whatever. And you still, but you out there, you better go to the doctor because it's something. No, you got something. You got something. You might have some trichomonas, some gonorrheas. What's them other ones when I used to work at the doctor's office? Them trichomonas is it goes from person to person. Yeasty. Yeah, so it's no reason, but yeah, so that's not anything to be ashamed of. But ask your doctor. Y'all go in there and ask y'all doctor's question. I used to ask all the time. I'd have a list. And I had an Oriental doctor, and he was one of my best gynecologists because when you went in his office, he gave you a list. And you check that list. He said, don't put no soap in your pee-pee. I was like, oh, Lord. Did you put some soap in your pee-pee? Did you do this? Did you do that? It was some do's and don'ts. And he'd ask you all that stuff on that list. And you tell him, yes, no, don't do that. Or he have one side say, do not do this. And then he would tell you to keep that paper. Take that paper home with you. And when stuff go on, go off your paper. And if it's still, you still smell a little tangy, twatty, make an appointment. That's what it would say at the bottom. Make an appointment. Yeah. So, yeah. Bacterial vaginosis. Yup. Let me see. What else? I said trichomonas, gonorrhea, syphilis, bacterial vaginosis, yeast. I feel I'm leaving out some things, y'all. We women got to go through a lot of stuff, but also make the men wrap it up. Yeah, make them wrap it up. Something else. Sometimes you could be allergic to that latex down there. You sensitive. Then you end up with a yeast infection. And you be, where did that come from? Unfortunately, but you got to wrap it up. You don't want to get caught slipping. So see, I before I was seeing that particular doctor, no, after I was seeing that particular doctor, I worked in gynecology. I worked in high risk, where, if it's really not good for women, and they do it to have babies over 35, because you start becoming a high risk, especially if it's your first one. And then, maybe your second, you don't want to wait too late. It's a lot of babies being born autistic. They might not look autistic when they born and when you looking at them, but as they start feeling into themselves, a lot of them will be autistic. Their facial features will change, and you will know that they're autistic. You might want to go and have it checked out, because it's something Not is something. And depending on how old you are, yeah, it can start getting dry. They can give you something from that for that. I remember back in the day they used to give Premarin, yeah. Cause we do, maybe dry, but it's prescriptions that they can give you for that, for the moisture. I don't know if there's anything over the counter, but definitely, yeah. Go get your well woman and let them know why they down there digging for gold. Let them be talking to them. You be less, you'll be less nervous. Yeah, you'll be less nervous. So be talking to them. Shoot, have your questions. I don't care. You gotta read it up in the sky like that. Cause what you doing with your hand? Nothing. They don't need your help. Get your paper and open it up and be down there reading. Doc, what do I need to do about this? And what's what? Cause you think they don't sniff down there and see what you what you're smelling like? Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, they sniff, snap. Yeah, you can tell if you clean. You might have had them. Them eggs might be coming on down before you had your cycle. The little jet. Shut up, good. Shut up. WIB, what you embarrassed about, boo? No. May I ask how old you are? See, the man ain't never came back on here talking about what the hospital was in Michigan, the food. See how people be trolling? See, and when I say it's y'all can drop down and say anything in the chat we can discuss anything. Cause I can't see you, but you can see me. But I don't care. I talk, what I know. Cause like I said, I worked in gynecology. I done seen many things, child. I done had to call some women to tell them that I needed to prescribe them some medication, send their medicine to the doctor because your pap smear was normal, but it showed bacterial vaginosis or it showed yeast. Now I take the yeast over anything, but when talking about you gotta what I need because you got trichomonas. Whoo, trichomonas. Well, what's trichomonas? When a man be with another woman and she ain't really clean. Lord have mercy. I had to listen to this woman. She must have cussed because she had a boyfriend. She must have cursed so much on that phone. I can't believe that. I'm an upstanding woman. I don't just sleep around with da 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 da. I say, but ma'am, it happens. It could be your first time. It happens. I had to pretty much get that woman off the ledge because she was so mad. She said, you wait till I see that such and such. Ma'am. Now the doctor want to prescribe him 4 pills. And he just take them one. He take them 4 pills all together. See how quickly he'll be healed? But you got to battle with that for 7 to 10 days. And the doctor might want you to come back so she can do a repeat pap. Baby, I'm telling you. But it's nothing. Oh, you need to go because you young and you need to start a routine of it. I went when I was 18? I went when I was 18. Or was I 17? I went as early as then. I don't miss a year. Because not only the pap smear, they go in to check in there, whatever, but also it scrapes your inside, your cells, and they send the pap, the little brush, they send that off to pathology. That's how they can tell if you have cancer. Whether you have uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, it starts the conversation. And young people can have cancer early too. So you don't want to, you want to get in the routine of going. And it's okay. What you think the other women in there for? Either they 9 months pregnant and wobbling around, or they coming in to get the same thing you coming in to get. Yeah. They coming in to get the same thing you coming to get. And I tell you what, being that you young is your first time, when you talk to the doctor or the tech bring you in, you could bring your mama with you. Or you could bring your sister. And if you don't want to, you could bring your mama or your sister or your aunt, whoever you close to. I wouldn't say your best friend, but that's up to you. But and your mama could come in there and like hold your hand. Now the doctor will ask certain questions that they may have your mom to step out, unless and they'll ask you, I got some series of questions. Is it something you want your mom to hear, or is it not? Now in my case back then in the day, it didn't matter if my mom heard because I wasn't doing nothing. But if you active but you don't really want her to know and know your business, then you say, well, I'll answer the questions and then mom can come in. During the exam, you can say, Mama, hold my hand. Mama can hold your hand. She done been through it. You here. She done been through the same thing that you need to get done. So mama can hold your hand. And I tell you what, a lot of times you can tell a tech. Or if it's your first time, the doctor will have the tech to stay in there. And you can say, can you hold my hand? And them techs will hold your hand. And if they real compassionate, they say, baby, it's okay. You're going to be all right. I done had one. I done had many. The doctors have to get them every year too by another doctor. They get their friends or something to perform that same part on them because they getting it done every year. Hey, Tanya. Yeah, but that's something you need to get done. Yeah, but you still need to have your cookies checked. Because you're doing something. You got to get your cookies checked. And even if you wasn't doing anything, you got to get your cookies checked. It's time. They start as early, well, some of them start early, depending on how active them girls are. Sometimes 16. Because that's the only way you're going to get some birth control pills. So, yeah. Yeah, you want birth control pills, some kind of protection. But birth control pills, it stops, maybe prevent a baby from coming, but it don't stop sexual transmitted diseases. Or they call them STIs, whatever. I'm from back when we call them sexual transmitted diseases. Y'all can change the alphabets. I don't care. It's STD for me. And that's why you have to wrap them up. Because that's more preventable from the STDs. Birth control pills just help control them babies. And not let them babies come through. But a condom helps prevent the STDs and them trichomoniases and the yeast and some of that, like I say, because some of that yeast is just not, some of y'all go around here wearing no underwear. And then them fibers from them jeans get up in there. It's going to cause you to have a yeast. Some of y'all wear underwear with the color seats in them. It's going to cause you to have yeast. So you might as well put a panty line in there because it'll cause you to have yeast because that dye and then colorants going to get up in the cookie. So it's all kind of ways you can get yeast. You can eat too much sugar. What were some other ways? But yeah, please get it done. Please get it done. I wish you stayed near me. I'd go with you. Yeah, we got to take care of ourselves. That's what I'm saying. I've always had male gynecologists. I started out when I was way young. I had a male gynecologist until I started working for a gynecology. Uh, well, shoot. Um, when I started working for one, actually I had no, three. Three of them was male, and later came some females. But one of the doctors had he was one of the founders of the medical clinic. That man, you could tell him something, and he know exactly what it is. And a lot of times we didn't have to. We just go to him and say, "Doc, I'm burning when I urinate. You're burning when you urinate. I need to ask you a couple other questions, and you say yes or no." He said, "Oh, you got a bladder infection." And he get his little pad out. He working, doing his notes for somebody else. He say, "Spell your last name. Give me your full name," because sometimes they didn't know your name, but they knew you was they take or whatever, or they forget. But anyway, nevertheless, he write your name on that prescription pad and say, "Take that down to the pharmacist." I say, "But how you?" He say, I've been treating females for over, say, 40 years. It ain't nothing I ain't heard." He say, "Now you can go pee in the cup." He said, "Matter of fact, since you down me, give me some urine in the cup, and we'll send it to the lab." Peed in the cup, send it to the lab. Bladder infection. Because I was new to working with him and stuff, and a lady that I worked with, she told me, she said, "Go in there and ask him. Go on in there and ask him." And she encouraged me to go ask him. She said, ain't nothing he ain't heard, and ain't nothing he ain't seen. And sure enough, she said, "I told you. Ain't nothing he ain't heard about." Yeah. So, yeah. So, women, for one, we need to get our mammograms. If you ain't never had a mammogram, you need to get a mammogram. Don't listen to what people say about, "Oh, that hurt." 5 seconds of smashing your tots, and you can't endure 5 to 10 seconds that may save your life. You crazy as heck. Smash mine, because they do them 3D now. Smash mine. Yeah, because they going to move them here, they going to move them there, they going to pull this way, hold your hand up here, hold your breath. Machine come down, smash your pancake, stand up straight, come and get you on the tray, making sure everything line up. Okay, hold your breath. Here come the little thing, smash your pancake. Then you got to do this side. I tell you, I'd rather do that than to not do it. That's why so many people, may find out later. Now, I have a bad habit of not doing the monthly. I just squeeze anyway. And I've had a scary moment. But like I said, I think they lowered it as low as 30 or 35. You would have to, when you go in for a well woman, the doctor tell you if you're old enough, or unless you have a family history. If you got strong family history, yeah, they gonna recommend you get a mammogram. But if not, and nothing been going on, they may say, "Oh, well, you required is at 30 or 35, whatever because they didn't lower the. But every woman needs to have a mammogram, and you need to have a well woman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead and get it done. I don't care if you bring your husband in there. They don't care if you bring your husband in there, but it's a certain amount of questions they want to talk to you about. Just get your personal feelings. Because you're going to do a checklist and all that. They're going to look over to go over stuff, and then they're going to just want to talk to you. A heart to heart with you. Patient to doctor to patient. And then they'll do the procedure. Procedure take what, about 10 minutes? Maybe 10 minutes. No, 5. The actual procedure. Because they set everything up. So it don't take a long time. So I had male gynecologists. There's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, wiping the wrong direction. Hey, Miss Robinson. You hate me. God bless you. God bless you. I love you. Jesus loves everybody. So do I. That's such a strong word, that H-A-T-E. Lord, you got to be one miserable person. Lord, I pray for you. You got to be a miserable person. Hey, Yo-Yo. Thank you for the floating heart. Coming in here swinging at them. Ain't that something? You see how people, we having a conversation that, people that's out there in YouTube land and people that pass my channel. Hey, Angela. You from Canada? Hey, Joseph. How you doing? Welcome over, y'all. I hope y'all subscribe to my channel. I normally come on at 8 o'clock. Y'all, super chats and super gifts are available to purchase and bless me, the host, with. Any dollar amount or due. The little gift box is how you purchase the super gifts, and you see the little different GIS float at the top. Super chat is where you can write on there, like that person wrote, they hate me. They could have put that on there on the super chat. That'd have been fine, if that's the way they really feel about me. But if you want me to shout out somebody, say happy birthday, happy anniversary, you'll put it in the super chat, and I'll acknowledge, I'll read it out. If you need prayer, I'll read it out. And then I'll get the other people to drop praying hands in the chat. And also, when I read it out and acknowledge you, they put birthday cakes and balloons and everything. We do all that. We're not no wicked and evil people over here. Not if you're a true person that follows Classy Lady. We don't do that. And that person must be very sad. I pray for him. I pray for him, because to come in my chat and say you hate me. Hey, Helen. Oh, wow. A mammogram reveals 7 tumors in one breast. Stage 3 cancer, self-exam, or mammogram. Yep. It don't hurt, right? Right, Helen? It don't hurt. It don't hurt at all. Just a little bit uncomfortable for a few minutes. You are 20 years cancer-free. Thank you, Jesus. Look at God. 7 tumors. Was it one breast or 2 or both? 7 tumors in your breast. And they were cancerous, whether it was 1 or 2 of them. But 9 times out of 10, all of them was. Hey, Rudy Brown, how you doing? That's a blessing. And not only that, y'all that do have tumors and breast cancer, they got to go, especially if they doing radiation and chemo and stuff, they got to go often to get blood work, to stay on top of that. Because you could have the Barak gene in your body from a family member. I'm watching, what's that picture? I like Beyond the Gates. And their mother, the matriarch of the family, she went in and she had, come to find out, she had breast cancer. And so the doctor wanted her to have the girls in her family to be tested, to be blood tested to see if that Barack gene is in those girls as well. So one of her daughters did have it, and one and her and she uh so one of the daughters had it. She had two daughters. One of the daughters had it. The other daughter did not test with it. I mean, she tested it. She didn't have it. But her daughter tested positive for that gene, and she didn't tell nobody. She told everybody everything was fine, but she couldn't hold it no longer. She was saying that she said that everything was fine because her grandmother was going through chemo, and they wanted you to be the stress-free as possible. Real life situations on that particular majority black soap opera. Real life stuff. They deal with real life issues. And one of the girls had it. You a breast cancer survivor? Oh, okay, Lady Justice. Thank you. Thank you for telling us that. Thank you for sharing your story. Because October is breast cancer month. And that's the month we take out and we celebrate all the females with breast cancer. I don't have a pink. I'm gonna have to get a I always look for me a I call it baby color pink, so that I could wear for the month of breast cancer. Now I do have one or two t-shirts. No, I got two. I have two t-shirts and I'll make sure that I wear them in October. Sharon, I'm gonna leave you as the Sharon. Let me say, okay, you 10 years, and Helen. Since y'all came out and said it, I'm gonna need y'all to come out October and remind me that y'all are. So, and then we gonna take a day and we gonna all wear pink. We can take more than one. I got two t-shirts now. I'm gonna try to find me another one, because y'all know I like rhinestones, but I do have two, and I'm gonna try to find me another one. And we gonna celebrate y'all. And anybody else that is a breast cancer survivor or is going through breast cancer. Hey, Tina. Yeah, send up some praying hands for these ladies that came out on here and said that they are breast cancer survivors. Okay. Yeah. But these women are brave to come out and share their story, or say that they have it. Because sometimes the more you say stuff and you talk about it, and like I said, the WIV, that's why I tell people, yeah, we have friends, we have family, but sometimes they don't want to hear what we got to say. Some things they just, oh, you said you was going to do that last time. Oh, you said you was going to get it done. I don't want to hear. Okay, classy lady, you can come over here. And like I say, y'all can see me. I can't see y'all. If you drop a subject like the man would want to talk about the hospital, I said, okay, what's going on with the hospital? He never came back because he was trolling. But you stick and stayed and saying what you was, and you didn't mind answering how old you were. So now I can get to your level and we can talk. Because as you grow older, your 30s, I'm going to see if I can find my little chart. Your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. There are certain tests as men and women that need to be performed at those age groups. Because now when you're getting 35 and 40, if your parent has a history of polyps in their colon from them being tested, then the age drops. And you need to be tested sooner too. Because whether the polyps come back positive or they come back negative, Now you is becoming a family trait. So yeah, the colonoscopy, then that comes into play when you're a certain age. Now they do the Cologuard, where you send a sample, you mail the sample back in, and it's for. See, I'm gonna tell you how sometimes we could be ignorant and not read and not the Cologuard. I say, child, I'm not sending my poop in no mail like that, cause I'm thinking I got the poop and put it in. No, it wasn't like that. And when I had to do, this was my first time doing a Cologuard. I actually had a colonoscopy. I had an endoscopy and a colonoscopy. And when I say from the rooter to the tutor, they went through my throat and they went up my. That's the rooter to the tutor to me. Yeah, yeah. So I had them going in both ways, and that was the day. It always reconnect me, y'all. Designs, hey, yeah, and that's hey Francine, okay, make sure don't just come back in October. Come back here tomorrow too. Subscribe to my channel, y'all, and come back at 8 o'clock. And then, like I said, if it's some things, my subscriber want to talk about tonight, so I talked about what I had to talk about, and I'm just talking. We just talking, and we stopped for a brief and started talking to her. I'm trying to encourage her. Look, I didn't know two of the people that's one of my supporters, paid supporters, and one of my subscribers, breast cancer survivors. And y'all know of them and know who done dealt with it, you know? So that's why it's important for us to have that stuff, the mammograms and all of that done. Francine, no, not for a colonoscopy. It used to be 50. They didn't drop that, boo. They didn't drop that. And if you have a parent that have had a colonoscopy and they have had polyps, whether they were cancerous or non-cancerous, that age dropped. That age dropped for you. You got to have when they first start you off with a Cologuard, a little envelope they give you and it has everything you need in that. Whether you think that little thing has a lot in it, it has everything you need. And you read the instructions, you perform your Cologuard, and then you mail it in, and you wait for the results. Now you know what? I had that done, and the doctor they never gave me my results. I'm gonna have to write. Yeah. That's why you gotta get them checked, cause sometimes dense breasts, and if you got big boobs, I don't have. It's harder to. They got the mash harder. And if they see something, then you got to get an ultrasound. Then from the ultrasound, they still see a shadow. Now you got to get a biopsy. And it goes from there. So I done been a good little, yeah. You had yours a couple of days ago? Yeah, but when my mom had the polyps and they were negative, that age went down for us. We had to get them early. And then even when they went down, like to 45, they were finding people was having, colon cancer, more people, younger people with, I think they done went down to 35. I don't know. But maybe at 35 they may be doing the Cologuard. Um, yeah. So you just have to talk with. You should have a primary care doctor, whether it's a family practice or internal medicine. It's still your primary care doctor. You need that for your insurance to put on everything. If you need a referral to go to a foot specialist, a specialist of the eyes, an ophthalmologist, or the optometrist can refer you. But sometimes it goes on the medical side. It ain't on the eye side no more. Now it's a medical necessity. And a cardiologist, a nephrologist, the kidneys and all that. You need a primary care doctor to be able to refer you to all of those doctors, all those specialists. That some of that can depress you, but you want to prolong your life as much as God give you, you better go on and do what you got to do. And like I told y'all, I got to see a hematologist, oncologist. Now, when they told me a hematologist, I was cool with going because I'm trying to get some iron infusions to build my iron up. And I went in there and started seeing them people with that bald head. I was like, wait a minute, is that the side effect of this? But no, it was patients coming in there to get their treatment. Coming in there to get their chemo treatment. And they hooked up and stuff. And I'm sitting across in the recliner too, hooked up with an IV in my arm. They give you a little sample and give you Benadryl. And I don't know, they must have some good Benadryl. Because, no, they gave me 2. So, yeah, 2 would, kind of make me go to sleep. But I don't know these days. But, yeah, and they test it out to see how it do. And if you do okay, then they give you your first treatment. And you stay, you there for about an hour, hour and a half. That's because I'm anemic. And I want to get, it does have an effect on me. I want to chew ice more, the pickles. And then I was talking to a content creator, and she a big content creator. She came on live, her and the son, and she's so funny. But she happened to read my comment. And she said she craves baking powder. No, cornstarch. She craves starch. And she was at her mama's house, and her mama buys it, for baking and cooking and stuff. She had a white cup, and it was full. And she was on live, and she was chewing. She said, "Oh, this is so good." Cause certain things can make you crave certain things. So she craved a cornstarch, and she ate it. And her son said, "I don't think." She said, "Baby, it's not good. It don't taste good. Not good for you." So she gave him a little tip of the spoon. He was like, "Ugh." She said, "I told you, you didn't want none of this." He think because she's like, "Oh, this is so good," just because it was good. It was hitting that craving she wanted. And so he didn't understand. He thought it was good. She said, "No, baby, you don't want none." "I want some, Mom." She said, "Oh, okay." She gave him a little taste. He was trying to hurry up and get something to drink to get that taste out of his mouth. But that was one of her cravings because she said she's anemic. I say, "Nah, I never craved cornstarch." And I'm glad I didn't. I rather the pickles that's tasty, and I rather the ice. Now, it was at one time I was going to Sonic and getting them Route 44 cups of ice. I would sometimes get 2 of them big cups. And Lord have mercy, I take my time and curl my toes because it was so good. Then one time, a couple of times, I had the nerve to get that big, 20-pound bag or 10-pound bag of that Crush. I'm like, Lord, I ain't got no business buying all this ice. But child, I enjoyed every drop of it till the bag was gone. And then when somebody come over there, oh, this that Sonic, oh, this good. Then they wanted some. I'd be looking at them sideways. All right, don't fill your cup up now, cause you got something to say about me crunching my ice. But then you want to eat some. No, don't come over here eating all my ice. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, when they sure it should. My mother moved Grace County, North Carolina. New doctor, new assignment. Yeah, cause sometimes the older people feel they don't need uh to have a mammogram done. And my aunt found out. I think she was 73 or 75. She ended up with breast cancer. I'm just not thinking about this since we talking about that. My auntie had some challenges, but she still kept a good spirit. Yeah. She was a diabetic. She was on dialysis. She moved from her house because she said it was too quiet around there. And one daughter, I think, was living in another, I think she was living here in Texas. And the other daughter, yeah, she would take in and go run her errands and stuff like that. But then she never had time to just kind of sit down and just, talk mama to daughter. And she felt lonely. And the grandkids, they get off the bus. When they got off the bus, they went the other way instead of going to their mama house and sit down and talk. So when that happened, my aunt say, forget this. I'd rather go in the nursing home because a couple of her friends were there. And child, when I tell you, when she got to that nursing home and stuff, she say she glad she moved out of the house and went to the nursing home. She said, I got more friends and people. And what they do at the nursing home, what they would do is sit in the front. And on the main highway, they could see say if it's a holiday. And they knew certain people, cars or whatever that passed by there. They say, oh, that's such and such. Before you get to where you got to go, they called on that phone, run their mouth and say, oh, such and such. Well, how you know? I seen y'all pass in front on the highway. You can see that good? Yeah. They in the front glass, and everybody that's passing by or people that's coming in, they know who people it is, whether it was white or black. And then, when we would go visit her, she loved what was it? Double mint gum, I think, because my papa used to like juicy fruit. And then she would like the boudin that one of the places had, and we would stop and get her some boudin. We get her some double mint gum. Of course, fruits. We'd always get fruits and stuff. And something else she would like. Or if we were going, call and say, you want to stop and get you some chicken or whatever. But she pretty much ate what they had there. But she had a room and her little refrigerator, her little snacks and stuff. And her daughter she liked oatmeal cookies and stuff, so she would buy them for them. Yeah. She was happy there until she passed away. Passed away in the nursing home where she lived years despite of the health challenges that she had. Yeah. She had to go to dialysis. Did she do radiation? Because I think my auntie didn't pass away till I gotta ask my cousin if she was 75, 76, 77, somewhere up in there. And I think my mom passed at 76. Yeah. Yeah, and they'll tell you when you get old you don't need one. But my aunt at 73 had a mammogram, and Dad was. Hey Benjamin, how you doing? Hey Aaron, welcome over. Good to see you, boo. Y'all be up in them bushes still. Y'all know y'all could drop down in the chat and speak. Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. I appreciate you. Yeah. So you going to so you going to church this Sunday, okay, this time? And you gonna go to 4 o'clock service? Okay. Did you tell me what religion you was, Benjamin? I done said what I was many a times. But my brother went over there to Rome, and I don't think it was, I don't know if it was Mary's actual, I don't think it was Mary's actual house. It might have been a replica, maybe where her house stood. And Mary was on the outside, and he took a picture under the, kind of looked like a manger, kind of looked like the manger, but under there. And then they have a prayer wall, and I don't know if you buy the ribbons and stuff, but you have to have buy the ribbons. Buy the ribbons and you put it on that wall. It was a prayer wall, and it ribbons way down, and then people then wrote notes and penned their notes to pray for somebody and pin it on the ribbon, but it was full. I asked my brother, did you think to put my name up on that wall? I don't think he thought about it. He just looked at it, was in fascination. It was that, and then I think they had like some concrete pillars, and they had these plaques on them, and I guess I don't know whose names was on. I'm gonna have to ask him when he come back. And it was something else. It was another statue that he took a picture of. Was it a statue of Mary? I think it was a big statue of Mary somewhere there, because they was in that area. And it was another famous thing, because my niece, when she went, she said that her students was telling her about, and if she go by that, she wanted them to take a picture. So yeah, I'm of Catholic faith, and but my mom was Baptist. Child, I went to two churches. I done told that story a minute. We had to keep our clothes on to go to church with mama. And they were married Catholic, and my mama said the only stipulation was, she said that she would let us be Christian and baptized in the Catholic church. She said, but once we got old enough, and if we decided we didn't want to go there anymore, be Catholic, then we would become Baptist. But I never got baptized in the Baptist church. But my mom's pastor married me, and I went to, child, I pretty much knew a whole bunch of people in church with my mama. You might as well say we was in the middle. Or we went here and we went there. My mama would come and visit and go to church with us sometime. We would go to church with mama. Or, even if my dad wouldn't go, I would go. My dad used to pick my mom's preacher up on his way to church and bring him to the church and stuff. So we have a melting pot in our family. We got Jehovah's Witness in the family too. They believe in Jesus. We believe in God and Jesus. God is the Father, Jesus the Son, and then the Holy Spirit. And in Catholic, we make the sign of the cross. It's the Father, this is the Son, and it's the Holy Spirit. That's how you do it, Holy Spirit. But as long as you believe in God, because I do, strongly, as much as he done for me, I cannot believe. Hey, Rosie. How you doing? Welcome over. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I enjoyed us talking about, different stuff. Men got to go to the doctor too. They don't be wanting to go. Y'all need to go and cough and go to the doctor and see about your prostate. Like Mother did say, you're prostrate. Y'all need to go. Don't just think it's the woman, because it's a lot of men having prostate cancer these days. And what happens? It be later on in the game because they didn't want to go and have that test done. You feel you too manly for that. I don't know too much about Buddhism. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. All I know is a lot of the Asian people do that. But one of my nurses that came yesterday, he's of somewhat Asian descent, but we end up finding ourselves talking about God. And I was telling him, and he said, "Yeah, you got to have faith." So when he said that, it was on and popping. But we could talk about anything. Yeah, you know a person that believes in God from the sometimes the way they carry themselves, or you might say thank you, God bless you, or something like that, and they'll say it back to you, God bless you too as well. Or if they tell me God bless me, I say God bless you too as well. You don't have a problem with saying that. But if them devils and demons, you have a problem with saying God bless you. Or somebody open the door for you, you say God bless you. Thank you, God bless you. And then if they know, they gonna repeat it back to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how that go. It's just common courtesy to say thank you first of all. And then you just add a little seasoning on it. God bless you. Have a blessed day. You ain't got to be, like this one preacher say, you ain't got to be all praise. They record, come on, praise the Lord Jesus Christ, hallelujah. And then you talk, or if you talk to them, how you doing today? Oh, I'm blessed. The Lord Jesus Christ bless me. They got to give you a whole list. He say, you ain't got to do all of that. Just say, I'm blessed. He say, some people go overboard. And they do. And they do. And it scares people away. Invite people into the church. Invite people to learn about God. Because God knows this country needs prayer. And we need to pray for everybody. Yeah. So I don't get deep off into it, and we don't people put scriptures in here. I read them out and stuff. But I don't try to get people to see what I see. If you know, you know. And if you want to know, you may ask a question or two, and I might, go off into it. But just like that person came in here and told me that they hate me. They really hate me. Why you hate me? You don't know me. So you rather go to hell to tell me you hate me than to just say hi. Hello. I don't like you. Why you don't like me? You don't know me. I don't know you. But just people trolling and a chance to say ignorant stuff. Hateful stuff. Come in here, call me a name. Call me a monkey. Call me what you want to call me is what I answer to. I know that ain't me. So, some people just ignorant. You just don't fall into it and play into it. You see, Benjamin come on here every week and ask me if I'm going to church. Now, when he ain't going to church, he don't come in the chat. Benjamin, I got you. I got you, Benjamin. You know you be doing wrong. When you ain't going to church, you don't even come over here and speak. And when you go to church, you'll say you going to church. It's okay to miss. Shoot, I missed for about 2-3 months because me and the doctor we didn't have a right understanding about what I had to do once I got in church. I told him I don't have to do no walking. And by me being Catholic, getting up to go to have sacrament, Put my hand out like that, the priest comes over there automatically and give me sacrament. Yeah. And then I don't have to get up to put my money in there. They come with the baskets now. So I don't have to get up. I don't get up and down. I don't get on my foot. My feet is just for me to stand. If I need to stand and take them 5 steps, them 10 steps to the toilet. Otherwise, I'm off my feet. I'm following doctor's orders because I can see the light. And baby, that Mars is going to be moving and grooving. It's going to be moving and grooving. Hey, Norbit, how you doing? Good to see you. I guess since I'm on this late. Yeah. So, it's whatever. But, yeah, women, we need to get checked. Men, you need to have your checkups as well. And your eyes examined. And you need to know your numbers. And what I mean by know your numbers, the doctors will run, like panels on you. They do a CBC, a lipid profile. Why? I can't think of the other one. And it tests your cholesterol, your good cholesterol, your bad cholesterol, your fatty cholesterol, which is your triglycerides. To test if you eat a lot of fatty foods like wieners and processed meats and stuff. It's okay to eat some processed meat, but you can't eat that all the time because it make your triglycerides go up. That has a thing to do with your cholesterol. And then a good cholesterol and a bad cholesterol. Clogs up the arteries. Cause you to be on cholesterol medication to protect your kidneys. Cholesterol could make your kidneys. It could cause you to have a stroke, cause you to have a heart attack, cause you to have some seizures. That's why you need to know your numbers, your cholesterol. You need to know what your blood sugar range is, your A1C. And CBC to see if you got an infection. It'll tell you if your white blood count is high and if your white blood count is out of range, then something going on. Something going on within your body. Why? Now they got to see why is your white blood count is high. When my white blood count is high and I be in the hospital, it eats up my red blood cells. When it eats up my red blood cells, like I'd say about anemic, it makes me weak and I can feel it. I don't have motivation to do some things that I need to do. I just do some surface things, but it's things that I need to do. And I just don't have to do it. Yeah, when I eat, I do my dishes and stuff like that, keep my kitchen clean and stuff, make sure the trash go out. And sometimes I don't even have to put the trash out because when my dad come, first thing he do is get the trash, put it in the big trash can. But it don't give me motivation. Like, one, I'm okay with sitting in the house because I'm trying to get to the light at the end of the tunnel, which is the healing of my foot. Second of all, I don't have to want to go outside. Now, to go outside in the garage, yeah, I could push my wheelchair and put my water in there, whatever, get my house keys and car keys, and if I'm going to read something or whatever, or if I'm going to eat some grapes or some chips or something outside, I get my little goodie bag and go. I could push the wheelchair because I don't have far to go and stay in the garage in the shade, lock it, sit down in there, and just watch get some sunlight. I don't have to do that. It's like that takes a lot to do that, to go outside and sit outside. And I be wanting to do that, to see the squirrels, and the cars stop at the stop sign, and they just sit there, and I'm like, okay, say stop, not go to sleep. But a lot of times they be looking over here at me because a lot of times they don't see my garage open. Or they may not see a car here, or they may not even see me. But they know somebody stay here about that 95-gallon trash can that's out there. But I can't get on my feet to pull it out. So when my dad pulls it out on a Wednesday or a Friday, I'm sorry, on a Tuesday or Friday, trash man come on Wednesday. My neighbor pulls it into the door. If it's they pull it up to the door because the trash man come on Wednesday. It'll sit outside my garage door. Now my home nurse come to do to change my bandages. Can you get my trash can? He pull it in for me. So my dad say, who been putting in your trash can in? I say the nurse that come here. I ask people. And then I was, like I said, I was looking for somebody. I want them to do a deep cleaning. Because I can't clean my house like it need to be clean. I can only do like some surface things. And then I told y'all I was cleaning the toilet the other day and I put some Comet in there and I put some other kind of stuff and that stuff hit me like that and I went back like this. I said, girl, you gonna knock yourself out in here. Yeah, I'm putting it in there and put the Comet in there and pulled the stuff in there and shot it. When that stuff hit, it knocked me like this. I was like, whoa. So then when I had to use the brush, I had to do it like this. And then look and see where I might have missed and then do it like that and clean it like that. Because I put them two chemicals together because I want it clean. I want it to smell clean. So that's why then I called to get a quote on them. One place was $350. But they give you a breakdown of each room of what all they do. And you know, if I ever paid somebody $350 come clean my house, which ain't dirty, but it's dusty, and they gonna dust the stuff, I'ma say, yeah, you need to get all back there. The windows, they say they do the windows and stuff. I may have to, I need them to take the curtains down. So I could take the shears and put them in the washing machine, and then we put them back up. But I don't think they do that. But in each room, they do have a list of stuff that they do. Them other two rooms over there just need dust. There ain't nothing else they need to do and pass the vacuum. And I need to do my room, but I have to turn around and I got to hold the vacuum cleaner a certain way and push with my wheelchair. After that, I don't want to do nothing else. I'm tired. Motivation to fold my own clothes. I don't mind washing them. I don't like to fold them. I wash, and what needs to be hung up, I hang them up. But I don't like folding clothes. So, from the dryer to the basket behind, in front of the dryer in the washing machine. If I got to roll over there to get a piece of underwear every day and a towel, sometimes I do that. If I get tired of that, then I put them in a trash bag and hook them on the back and bring them in, and then I fold them and put them up. But if I don't feel like going, I don't feel like doing. It don't give me the motivation. So that's why I need that iron infusion, because that iron infusion gonna give me that first dose I get is gonna give me that and they'll tell you, oh, it takes so many. No, it don't take mine long. By that third shot, that third infusion, oh shoot, I might try to race you. Yeah, after that first one, when I used to, when I was on my feet and I used to get, when I come out of there, I had a stride. Then, I want to go to the mall over there and look around. Because it gave me that energy I needed. But right now, I just don't have it. I don't have it. And I hate that because, like I said, I could go outside every day and sit out there. Watch the cars and stuff. My neighbor, the same one that pulled my trash can up, they water the grass. Even though it dead. But they water my grass. I had my daddy to put the water hose on this side, on the same side where theirs is. And so when she waters, she say what she gonna do is start getting up in the morning, and she got a sprinkler system fixed, so she gonna turn her sprinkler on, and she gonna turn my water on, and then when she finished getting dressed to go where she gotta go, she gonna turn a sprinkler system off or whatever, and she'll turn my water off. The other day we was coming home and her husband had just came turn my water off for me. He put the water on and watered the grass. Yeah. Or she turned it on and she called him back and told him to come to cut the, and then we was coming around the corner, he was just turning my water off. So I got good neighbors. I really do. That's why I try to know them and stuff, because she called me to invite me to the baby shower. I mean, not the baby shower, the it was, she didn't say baby shower. She said welcome everybody to meet the baby. The baby's 3 months old now, so yeah, to meet the baby. I told her, I said, I can't, because even if I did come in this wheelchair, I ain't gonna be able to get in your house. So and I ain't dragging all that trash. Yeah, and she'll be, well, no, it's By the time I roll through the leaves and the dirt and stuff like that, and I'm gonna track that in your house? I don't think so. No, I ain't gonna be able to do it. And I can't walk on my feet to use the walker to go over there like Mrs. Wiggins used to do. I can't go over there like that, like in Carabon near Miss Wiggins that she used to walk. No, it was Mr. Wiggins that used to walk so slow. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So I told her, I say, I'm sorry, but I ain't gonna be able to meet him. I hope I meet him before he gets some teeth in his mouth, but I just can't come over there. And normally it just depends how daughter may feel. She may say, well, we'll bring her a plate, mama. Let's fix her a plate and we'll bring her some food. And they will do it. Because before I know it, I look outside and they got my driveway on lock. They done parked all up in the yard. So, I'll tell them they can use the driveway tomorrow, because I know I'm not going anywhere. And my daddy picked up my James Avery bracelets, so I'll get them Sunday. But tomorrow, they can use the driveway, where people don't have to park way down the street. They can get my driveway and they can get the street down, Yeah, but that's how I am with them. If she has something over there and I can't come or something like that, she gonna fix me a plate of food and say, hey, I got you some food. I'm gonna walk it over there myself. She done had Christmas parties. I didn't went over there. Child, I done went to Christmas. Matter of fact, I recommended my classmate to be her bartender. And he been bartending her they little group stuff for a while. Cause after I talked to her, she said, oh, your classmate, he's still being a bartender for us. I said, oh really? She said, yeah, that's our little bartender now. I say, well, that's good. Next time I see him, I'm gonna say, you could have thrown a sister a little couple of coins for all this money you done made from using my neighbor. You must have forgot who referred you over there. Or one day I'm gonna tell them, when we get the class get together, I'm gonna say, I gave you a good referral, didn't I? And he gonna say, what you talking about? I'm gonna say, my neighbor that you are always bartending for. I couldn't think of who. Yeah, me. Because you was kind of just starting off. And I had another classmate that she popular with doing it. Hey, Jada, how you doing? But I referred, I do stuff like that. I'm not selfish. Not at all with people. Not at all. I like to spread love to everybody. Yeah. Let me see. I got a funny story. Oh, yeah. This is what I want to tell y'all. I had heard this. I'd seen this on Facebook. I don't know if y'all saw this. So, it's this older guy. And he got a Facebook page. And him and his wife was filming him. And he had got an abscess, a ball, a staph infection on his behind. And them things, Lord, you get them on your behind, under your arm, between your legs. They just, well, It don't take long for them things to metastasize. I don't know if y'all ever had one. I done had a couple. Until they get that core out of there, that sucker will keep coming back. And it don't take long. It could be little today. And by the time you know it, it's so big, it be looking like a golf ball, an apple, an egg. It be that huge. That's one thing that'll bring you to your knees and make you cry. Oh, that's one thing that'll make you cry. So they call it a boil, an abscess. Now the new word is staph infection. And staph is nothing more than just infection, pulse feel. Hey. So don't be quick to laugh at people if they got a staph infection. Because that's what they call them now, or boil or abscess. Because baby, God can make you get one. And I tell you, them things ain't fun. I done had a couple. So what he did was say, hey, Mary Kelly. Hey, love, welcome over. I hope you subscribe to my channel and come back 8 o'clock, Monday through Wednesday never. So he had gotten a staph infection. Because he know back in his day, that's what they used to call him, a boil. And they'll tell you all kind of stuff to use on them. It depends on your skin type. Me and my brother, we say we got that alligator skin because we got keloid skin. I don't know if y'all got keloid skin. If you get cut with keloid skin, wherever that cut is, it's not going to go down flat. It's going to leave a rising. You can get cut on your arm. I got cut in my chest from my surgery, but you see how that was supposed to be a straight thin line. But it keloid. And so that's why it looked like that. But I don't cover it up because y'all know I come in here with my clothes like that. I don't have to hide I hope my Texans winning. That's what I put my Texas shirt on. And I couldn't find my earrings, so that's why I was so mad when I came on here, but I quickly got glad. But I had some football earrings I wanted to wear with my Texans t-shirt. That's our football team. I don't know if they winning, losing, or what. But I think this was the last, not scrimmage game, but whatever, practice game where it don't count. But still, whether it really counts. Ain't nobody want to start off losing, so they better get it together. Yeah, they better get it together. So anyway, and so the man was, his wife was filming him, and he was, he went to the doctor because he had the ball, and it was on his behind, not on his behind, it was in the crack of his behind, because that's where they come. It was in the crack of his behind, and he didn't want his wife to take him to the doctor. I don't know if she could drive or not. But anyway, he was kind of like a heavy man where he had stomach heavy. And just for him, I was cracking up. So she was filming him. She said, babe, what happened at the doctor today? He said, I just don't know. I ain't never been so embarrassed in my life. She said, well, why were you embarrassed? He said, baby, I'm used to having a man doctor to lance these balls, and here come this little 4 foot woman coming in there to lance the ball. She said first it was a man come in, and so she said, well, maybe the woman have better credentials at that or whatever. And I said to myself, I said it probably was a resident that came in first and examined him, and the doctor wanted to let him and to tell what he found. And then the doctor come in there, examine him, and see if they diagnosed he did a good diagnostic. So he said, and baby, I ain't like that. So she said, well, why were you so embarrassed? He said, that little old woman and big old me, and she had to she had to spread my flat butt cheeks open to she had to push it up to see. Get in the crack to see the ball. Lord, I felt like laughing. She said, I ain't used to no woman playing with me back there or whatever. She said, well, what, do you rather a man fool with you? She said, well, I don't want to say I want a man playing in my behind, but I ain't never had a woman to do that. Oh, I was dying laughing. Because, most men, they'd have been happy to have a woman to look, at they behind and he say, but pulling my butt cheeks up, my flat butt and stuff. He said, I don't want to, I didn't like that. So anyway, she went on ahead and she lanced the ball and stuff. And he say, then to add insult to insult, she packing it with gauze and she looked like she put about 10 yards of gauze. I want to say, man, I done had a ball before. I wouldn't care if she put 20 yards back there. When that thing lands, that knife hit your butt and it cut it open, that's instant relief. It's functified, but it's instant relief. Just don't know. So he worried about she back there sticking time, but she put 10 yards of gauze in my behind or whatever. She said, well, baby, she need to put the gauze in there because, and she told me to come back at Friday at 8:15 in the morning so she could pull it out. And that's the nastiest sound when it's coming out. But, it keeps the wound open and it lets the wound drain because then they patch it up. It lets the wound drain while you on oral antibiotics. And a lot of the infection, that pus, gravitate to that gauze. And so when they pulling it out, it's a nasty, it'll make you want to gag because the way it's pulling out and it's sounding. But it'd be a lot of that gook on the gauze. That's why they put it in there, to keep it open and to keep it draining. So he was complaining he had to go back. And he say, baby, that ain't all. He said, my manhood, I was putting on my clothes and my manhood had shrinkage. Did you say shrinkage? He say, yeah, baby. Yeah, Jesus is the answer. Thank you, Kristen. That's Christine. Christine Golly. Yeah, so she said you had shrinkage. And he said, yeah, baby. He say, my man part had shrunk up when I was with her. He say, and he say, well, I thought they was gonna fall down in place. He said, I went to use the restroom. He say, I went to use the restroom before I left. So I went to use the restroom. And he say, baby, they had shrunk up more. He say, they had shrunk up more. I would have thought they would have kind of fell down. He say, baby, I almost thought something was wrong with me. He say, my stuff had just shrunk up. And that woman laughed. I was cracking up the way he was telling it. I just don't want to go back for her to do it. She said, baby, you got to go back for her to pull it out. And she said, well, I just didn't like the way she pulled my flat butt cheek up and was handling me like that. He said, that little 4-foot woman was handling me. She said, he said, I just didn't like that. But that man had me cracking up. I say shrinkage. And he didn't say shrinkage. He say swankage. He said, my stuff has swankage. And I was like, swankage? What's swankage? And I said, oh, he talking about his man parts drew up on him. And he say, and then by the time he got to go use the restroom, he say he almost couldn't find them. He said, I almost peed on my pants. He said he almost peed on his pants because they were swankish. They had swunk up. I say, Lord have mercy. He had me laughing. I say, baby, these people could come on here with some things. But he was telling his own story of what happened to him at the doctor, and his wife was filming him. So that was content for him. But he had me cracking up at him. I laughed and laughed and laughed. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all have hit the like button for me. Y'all have subscribed to my channel. I am on the way to 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping YouTube fix whatever they got going on, because Uh, I do have paid memberships available. They are $1.99 for just classy, $2.99 for classy ladies and gents, and $3.99 for the classy elites. And once YouTube fix what they got to do, if you are a paid member, it will light you up in green. Normally, you'll light up in green. And I do have moderators on here, and they will be lit up in blue, just for people that's new or dropping down. And if you say anything out of line to me, the host, that's racial, derogatory, negative, bullying, any of that, they will. Some of them like to play with you. They'll put you in timeout for maybe 5 minutes. Then you come back in here and you still say something stupid. They put you in there for about 10 minutes. And if you keep getting put in there, I want to see what you're saying, and I might just ban you from my channel because I want subscribers, but I refuse to let you treat me or the people in my chat any kind of way. Because what we do over here, we have grown folk conversation. If you have a topic you want to talk about that didn't fit in one of them categories, then you could drop down and say, hey, what you think about this? Or give me your opinion and the chat's opinion. And I'll read what you're saying. And if I have something to add to it, or the chat, I'll say, chat, what y'all think about this? One night I had a guy or female or male. Was that Lamar? I think that was Lamar. But came in here and kept putting little quotes and stuff and wanted me to answer. And I did. I answered to my knowledge what I thought, and then I say, chat, y'all want to add to it or whatever, and then they would get an answer or whatever. And then there was some things that I couldn't speak on, and I say, well, I ain't never heard of that. And then I say, chat, y'all heard of that before? And my chat will say, yeah, I've heard of that or whatever. And they'll get a little 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, whatever. And we talk about it. Because I tell y'all, a lot of times you want to talk to your family about something, and you might be going through, some of you done broke up with a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, you're going through a divorce, and your family don't want to hear it no more. So, and your friend don't want to hear it no more. Well, if you want to tell us, then we'll talk about it. You know? We'll give our opinion. But you got to be open to it. You got to be open to it. I was on a thing one time, and this young lady, we was trying to give her advice, and every time we tried to give her advice, she counterclaim and give us an excuse. And then finally, I just said, you don't want to help. You just want to just tell us what's going on and make you feel better. But I'm gonna tell you what God loves is the truth. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it with you no more, because you keep on putting these same scenarios, and we keep telling you in a different answer. One was answering one way, I was answering, but it still was meaning the same thing. The person just didn't want to digest what we were saying. So, you know what you do with that. All you could do now is pray for them. Just be quiet and pray for them. I'm out. I'm tapping out. I don't have nothing else to say. I think I done said everything I had to say, so I'm tapping out. I'll pray for you, and I'm going to leave it alone. You know, because at the end, we all grown, but sometimes you can't talk to your family about it because you done wore their ear out on talking about this same subject. Your friends, you done wore their ear out by talking about the same thing. They tired of hearing it. So you feel like, well, dog, who can I talk to? Well, you can always come over here. I'm not going to call it a safe haven because somebody else, another content creator, has the safe haven. But I'll say comfortable. This the comfort zone. Something like that. But like I said, we could talk about anything, long as you know I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist. I'm just giving my own common sense about what I see and what I can tell you about. If I've experienced something, to that nature, I share a story or two. I don't have a problem with it. Because what's done is done, is in the past. I've grown from a lot of stuff. You know, when we were young, we played with toys. Now we can't take that same little soldier men and the little war trucks and the Barbie dolls and bring it with us as an adulthood. Now as a child, we did childish things. Now we're adults, so we should be thinking on an adult level. And I would think everybody that comes over here is thinking in an adult level. Sometimes I think we get kids to get their parents' phone and they go on and play on the phone and stuff like that. But that's not cool. So don't let your kids play on your phone. They don't want you on theirs. But maybe you need to go on there and see what they doing. Because these little kids are cussing at a young age. First grade, second grade can cuss you out better than you can curse the next person out. And they don't know they be recording. Oh, yeah, your mama's out. And somebody recording them and put them right on Facebook or right on YouTube for their content. And these are little kids. So where they getting it from? They getting it from the big dummies. They getting it from their parents or the bigger kids that they hang around with. It's no little kid need to know no curse words or obscene language or potty mouth, as they say. But kids, if they in the house with you and you cussing somebody out, guess who got it? That little tape recorder. And when you least expect it, you get around some friends or y'all having a good time, and then next thing you know, here they done did a whole cuss palette. Now you're embarrassed. Now you want to put your head in your clothes. There ain't no need to run it, because we know where it come from. It come from y'all. Yeah. Yep. Little children repeat stuff. They do stuff. They say stuff. They make up stories. Child, I know my goddaughter child made a story up on me. Told the babysitter. Now I would get her on the weekends, especially on Saturdays, because her mama was a mail carrier. So for sure I had her on Saturdays. And then sometimes if I want to let her mama get a break, I keep her on Sunday too. I keep her the weekend. Child, so her mama would say, if her mama was out Friday, it was always a combination of soul food. Fried chicken, greens, yams, cornbread, mac and cheese. So if they had that, her mama would fix us a little container, but big enough for I could feed her. We could eat off the same plate, cause she wasn't eating much. So, and that's what I would do on Saturdays. I'd sit down and get on the floor, and I'd put a towel down, get on the floor, and being that we might not have been going nowhere else that night, I would sit on the floor and we would eat. So I have her little spoon, I have my fork. I give her a little bit, and then I take some and I would eat. And I did that for a couple of weeks or whatever. And her mama, famous words, girl, if you don't sit down or turn around, I'm gonna beat you I'm gonna beat you in your back. Well, she went to the babysitter. Good thing the babysitter was her was their cousin. Child, baby girl, then went in there talking with the babysitter, and the babysitter just, how you doing? And my mama say she gonna beat me in my back with a broom. The babysitter like, what? My mama say she gonna beat me in my back. Well, baby, what she gonna beat you in your back with? A brush? Now she done went, took that out the house and went told that to the babysitter. Now she knows she ain't got beat in her head with no brush. Not now time. She would badly get a pop. Oh, so what else happened, baby? My nanny ate all my food. She said, my nanny eats all of my food. She ate all my food. Babysitter, what? Your nanny eat your food? Uh-huh. Well, do she eat it all? Uh-huh. Well, do she give you some? Uh-huh. But she just sat up there and told a lie to the babysitter. So, the babysitter couldn't wait to talk to her grandma. So she talked to her cousin and told her, she said, let me tell you what your granddaughter said. She say your daughter beat her in the back with a brush. She said, what? Said that little gal lying, that little gal don't even get a pop in the house. That little gal ain't doing nothing but lying. What else she said? She say her nanny eat all her food. She say, Lord, and I done heard it all. She say, what? She say, yeah, her nanny eat all her food. She say, now I know that little girl sitting up there making lies. Because her mama makes a plate big enough for both of them to eat out the plate. That girl come here and she ain't lost a pound. You asked if she had fun in her nanny house? Uh-huh. You want to go back to your nanny house? Uh-huh. So do that sound like somebody eating up all her food? Y'all, the little girl had to lie on me and then lied on her mama. I say, see, good thing that was the mama cousin and told the grandma first. Because CPS could have been called in that situation. If it would have been anybody else, been investigating me, time I'm eating all the girl food. And then they come look at me a plus out. Oh, yeah, she ate that baby food. She ate that baby food. Look at her. Just look at her. She looked like she loved to eat. Y'all be careful with these children. These children will make up some tales, some tales, some tales. I was looking at a content creator. She was making content. Mama, grandma hit me. Grandma hit you. And grandma hit you. Just now. They ain't even at her mama house. The little boy just blatant just made up a lie. She say, you know what? She called her mama. She say, guess what your Buddha did to you? She say, she called his name. Hey, Gigi. Gigi, what you do? She say, mama, he just said you hit him. What? That little boy lied. She say, when did I hit him? She say, you just hit him. She say, Lord have mercy. What kind of... I say, that's the age they get to making up them little lies between 2 and 3. When they can start kind of making some little sentences, they make up these imaginary friends and all of that. You got to watch them. That 2 to 3, y'all be talking about terrible 2. Them 3s too will lie on you in a heartbeat. You ain't did nothing. And they'll be sitting there saying that they sister or brother hit them. When did they hit you? Just now? Well, I know I ain't took my eyes off this child. Yep, them children been and hit you. Been and got you. So, y'all, that's all my time. I'm going to stop running my mouth. I thank y'all for coming in, tuning in to me. Anybody that's new in my chat, please hit the little person to the subscription button. Join my channel on a regular basis. And if you ever feel so kind, become a member. Membership has its privileges. I have 3 levels, $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99. I do have super chats available for purchase to bless the host. If you don't want to bless me tonight, you can bless me tomorrow. And if you don't go to church on Sunday, you can bless me then. I ain't pay your tithes, but I know you'll have some extra. So, bless Classy Lady, because Classy Lady come out here and bless y'all with a lot of stuff. I got a list of stuff here that I just want to run by y'all, but we end up getting on another subject for the 2nd day in a row, so I ain't able to tell y'all. But if no conversation tomorrow I know it's football Sunday for a lot of them, but the Texans played tonight. They played the Panthers, the Carolina Panthers, so I got to see what the score was if we won. Because if we didn't, then that looked like we're going to be having they ain't gonna be doing too good to the season, because the next time they have a game, I don't know if it'll be Sunday or it'll be next Sunday. They can't come out here doing the same dumb stuff they done the last 3 games. They can't do it. But yeah, so make sure you y'all go and check the last 7 videos that I put out. And if y'all see the hype button, please hit the hype button. It's free to do it. It'll hype me up. And if you're watching me on a replay, please watch the ads, the commercials. That also helps in the revenue of YouTube land. And I thank everybody for coming over. I want to thank all my new subscribers tonight. I want to thank all my old subscribers. Thank y'all out there in YouTube land for always passing through, sitting down for a while. Thank you, my moderators. Thank you, my paid members. Thanks everybody for the gifts that y'all donated tonight, the super chat, the super stickers, any part you played, even in the conversation, starting up a conversation. Thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all forgive me, because I don't know, my lips do that. And I don't want to see the white stuff in the corner of my mouth, and I know y'all don't want to see it either. So that's why I keep wiping it. So until I can ask my primary care what's the problem, I'm going to keep wiping my mouth on live, like I said. And I thank y'all. Thank y'all for the encouragement to keep coming back. Thank y'all for the compliments. Because I do put forth effort to look good, to come out here and be presentable for y'all. So thank y'all for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I'm going to go ahead and sign out for here. I love everybody. Everybody have a good night. If you're going out to have a good time, please have somebody responsible to drive you home. If you're coming home from any games, the high school games and all that, watching your people cheer, the band playing, and y'all be careful out here. And then if you're going on to the grown folks parties, y'all be careful with that as well. So like I said, I prayed for my chat before I came on, because I felt the devil was lurking around, and I'll still be praying for y'all. Everybody that come through the sound of my voice, whether you drop down in the channel, where you sit in the bushes, wherever you at, I'm still going to pray for you, because you're a part of the family. So with that being said, I love everybody, and Classy Lady will see y'all tomorrow around 8 o'clock-ish. Yeah, because I got to get ready for church, and I ain't going to be up late. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Angels on everybody's pillows. See y'all later.